Welcome, everybody. Episode 38 of the Centre Circle podcast. As always, please like, share, subscribe. Subscribe is really important and helps us to keep going. So before we carry on, click the subscribe button. Today we've got myself, John.
Hi, T here.
What's that about, man?
Trying to be professional.
38 episodes in, yeah?
Bro, I don't get it.
Oh, mate. Isaac.
Man like Keith.
Good. Today we'll be covering a selection of Prem games. We've got the eventful City Spurs game, another eventful Fulham game. I think no one thought they would need to defend today for some reason. We've got the Chelsea Brighton game. Again, a bit eventful. We'll go for Arsenal rules, and then of course we will discuss the continued perils of our friends over at Manchester United, and then a brief look back at some of the key talking points from the Champions League, and then a few other topics from the current mad world that is football, and the guys who haven't stepped on the pitch but keep wanting to tinker with the game. All right, let's.
Good friends at IFAB.
Wow, mate. IFAB, UEFA, what would they call themselves this week? They need to allow it. But let's start with the game at the City Ground. Manchester City 3, Tottenham 3. Now, you know, I'm going to... what am I like? I'm never impartial. Listen, as an Arsenal fan, fantastic result. I was going to... Lovely result. I'm always happy when Spurs lose, innit? But today we needed a draw. 3-3. Keith, give me a rundown of the early game, because when I've picked this game up, I saw a stat in the second half and Spurs had 79% possession. So I need a rundown on the early game. Talk to me.
Yeah, so I thought City started the game quite well.
So I've just noticed another kit. Anyway, go on.
Do this, man.
Look at this guy.
Today as
Money
well,
bags.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, City actually started quite well, quite dominant. But they got caught on a counter-attack with the pace of Son, and I think it was Kulusevski that set it up. You know, Spurs are kind of renowned for counters.
Yeah.
They got the pace, especially with Son. Kulusevski is no slouch in his own right. And yeah, he played through to Son, and I think Ederson should have done a little bit better. Like, I'm not gonna lie, Ederson should have saved that, but
I think you're underselling that, to be fair.
Oh, really?
I think you're underselling the whole manoeuvre. Because Son, from the moment he nabbed, because, all right, Doku was caught on his heels. Son's just flew right
just
by
put
him.
the burners on you.
Burners. Absolute burners. Just flew right by him. Doku's like in two minds watching this. Son's just nicked in, headed it past. You know when a man just hand on the shoulder, I thank you, I love that.
Yeah.
Right through, like Keith said, just finish. Do you think Ederson, like to your point, do you think Ederson should have done better?
I think a bit like Alisson last week, he will look back at it and be like, I should have done better there. Like one of them.
Should he have done better just as goalkeeper, or is it because he's Ederson? You're expecting that level of keeper to save that. Because sometimes we do that. When it's Alisson or Ederson, someone like, you should have saved that. If someone else is like,
for Ederson, I think he'll be like kicking himself that he never saved it. And then the equaliser, like 3 minutes later.
Literally.
Yeah, I can't remember who took the free kick. But it's whipped in and it's come off Son.
She scored both ends.
Yeah.
Within 5 minutes.
Within 10 minutes.
3 minutes, he said.
And you think, if you go 1-0 up at City, you want to kind of settle, you know what I mean, try to get 10 minutes under your belt, etc. But they conceded a own goal. And then City kind of got back into the game. Like, it was just kind of wave after wave. You know, when City looked dominant. And then the goal from Foden, like, it was a great team build up. And then Foden slots it in. And you just think City gonna run away with it at that point. But
do you know what I noticed about that goal though? Leading up to that, there were pockets of just scrappiness. I don't know if you noticed that, but there was just pockets of where it just didn't look like clean, good flowing football. And then it was just out of nowhere. You just saw Bernardo just like pick up the ball. The ball just, it was like out in a play, something out of the training ground. It was just like bang, 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 pop,
yeah.
back of the net. It just looked so.
Yeah,
nuts.
it was a very good goal.
It
It
was
looked
a
good.
very
On
good
the eye,
goal.
very pleasing.
Very good goal.
And with Spurs, did they go there and play their game? Or was it a away team, sat a little bit deep? Or did they go there and
It was
still play their game?
definitely a counter-attack setup. Look, we are not strongest. We're at City. We know what they're gonna do. Let's just soak up the pressure and then hit them on a counter-attack. And that was literally
But they're normally they're normally a counter-attacking team, no?
who?
Spurs.
No.
You don't think so?
No,
Not this season.
not this season. If you look at their first 10 games,
Mm.
a game, I think it was against Bournemouth, for example, they were literally just camped in Bournemouth's half in their third, popping it
If
around.
you use a better example, man. Everyone's captain Bournemouth half.
I understand that.
Them times
but-
of the season they were. Yeah,
no,
yeah,
I
yeah.
understand that. but
Not now. And Solanke's.
not now because they don't have Maddison and Son doing their link up,
yes.
right?
Yes.
They don't have Richarlison.
Mm.
Well, he came back.
Yeah,
he
he
came
came
on
on, yeah.
towards the end of the game. But in the last few games, they've not had that. They've not had that pivot, double pivot of Bissouma and Sarr.
Mm.
So, working with what we have,
Yeah.
let's just
The line was still high though, no?
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask
Yeah.
you because when I picked up the game, the line was so high, and one of the incidents we'll come to is testament to that when I think City got robbed, when they didn't play advantage. So that's another reason why I asked because normally the line is super high, and then to go to City and still do that because obviously Ange's getting a lot of credit for sticking to his tactics and
mean,
playing
the
through
line
no matter
can-
what, blah blah blah. So I was wondering if he still did
the
the
line
same.
can only be so high for so long, right? Because if we work that ball
Yeah.
into your half,
You're gonna move back.
you're gonna move
And I
back.
feel like that's what happened. They didn't just over the top balls to Haaland or whatever. They didn't do that.
No.
So when they was just moving the ball up the pitch, obviously they was dropping back. But at the start of the game, like just before, I saw them doing some drills. That
Yeah.
Tottenham back line, and I thought it's over. I said it was over from there. But to be fair to them, they stayed in the game. But I think it's more to do with City.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they didn't
like-
utilise
Yeah,
Docu's pace enough. to
me
be
and
honest.
Keith was saying last week, we don't think it's the same City.
Yeah.
We don't think it's the same machine.
Yeah.
And
Haaland
they were
looked off the pace as
2-1
well.
up. Yeah, they
Missed
were
two good chances.
Missed two sitters
Yeah.
by
Yeah.
his standard.
Yeah.
They were 2-1 up for a long period of the game.
Mm.
Didn't do anything with it. Just looked pedestrian. Just looked like nothing's going on.
Yeah. No, and then to that point, like I said, when I picked up the game second half, Tottenham were dominating, well, possession-wise anyway. And then the Celso pops up.
Good
with that
finish.
goal, really good finish. At first, I thought keeper done a mess up, but no, it's off the post and in. Great finish. And then another move again, kind of play through Haaland provider this time.
Mm.
And I was literally, I might have to stop doing this, but I was literally just, slagging off Jack Grealish basically. Saying that he's not being the same, he's predictable.
But it's just
He doesn't
But it was
this-
a tap in though.
Huh?
It was just a tap.
I know, but
He didn't
still,
do
They know
anything.
that
but still he scored.
Tapped it
He
in.
scored to make it
Yeah,
three,
but it's a tap in.
3-2.
It doesn't take away from him
Yeah.
not doing
it's
anything.
his first goal
commentator's
since
curse.
March as well. Like I think they said-
March?
yeah, 27 games he's played without scoring. So I
Nah.
think it's been justified. Like
He's
the
getting a
criticism
blind.
that he's had.
Well, it's like I think it's light and day the effect he has in the game, and the way when Doc is on it, the effect he has on the game is just
Yeah,
it's
and he
direct.
hit the bar. I think it was 0-0 when he hit the
Yeah,
bar,
he
wasn't
hit
it?
the bar, hit the post and come out.
Yeah,
No,
Yeah.
that was it wasn't 0-0.
was it not?
No, it was like 2-1. I think.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
I think
But
it
yeah,
was
Davis
right,
didn't know
too.
what to do. Like Davis was like, should I stay? Should I
Yeah.
show?
And I think that jittery, that directness,
Mm.
you as a defender, you're automatically on the back foot.
yeah.
Automatically.
Because if I dive in, if I go, he's gone.
And
no matter
you've
who
been
it is.
watching tape all week. They've been showing you when he gets the ball, he does this, he does that. So as soon as you're like, oh,
It's
And
different when it's in front of you.
Yeah.
It's different when it's in front of you. To watch all the tape you want.
no, I think the tape to Isaac's point, it gets in your head all week.
Yeah.
They tell you he's gonna
Good
do this,
as
he's
well.
gonna do that. Don't do this because he'll do that. Don't do that because he'll do this. He's electric with the ball, show him down the line, all that stuff. And to your point, then everything you'll be talking about all week, then he gets the ball, and you're like,
Yeah, he does a little roll over the top of his studs as well. Like it's just like it's quick, and you don't know what he's gonna do.
And someone put a clip up. They've figured him out. But it's one of those ones.
you still got to stop it.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
So you know the Thiago shimmy?
Yeah.
Doku does it the exact same shimmy.
Is it?
I promise you. Go and look. Next time you watch him,
Yeah.
or if I find a clip, I'll put it in the group. But the next time you watch him, he does the exact same Thiago shimmy. And there's nothing you can do about it. Thiago does it.
Too sharp.
Everyone
Sharp.
knows. We've seen Thiago do it since Barcelona.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone knows. But you still can't stop him.
So then Grealish makes it 3-2 at that point. So I'm like, okay,
Game done, isn't it?
this is City, they're at home. Even though they let 2 goals in at home, they'll see it out, right?
Okay, talk to me because I missed this part.
And then, you know when they say
What happened?
a man threw himself at the ball? I can't remember who crossed the ball in.
Johnson.
Yes, Johnson's crossed the ball in. Listen, when they're showing the phase of players, like, the ball's gone out wide. Kulusevski is not even in the box yet. Yeah, he's come off to. I'm watching it.
He's had a run
The
up.
maddest
Bro,
run
when
up.
I saw the goal,
Busted a gut.
I wasn't sure who scored. So when I'm watching the replay, I was like, it can't be you that scored. You didn't come from there. Listen, by the time the ball's gone to Johnson and he's crossed it in, he's run blindside of Ake. Ake is not aware of what's behind him. And he has run with so much force. When he's headed the ball, he has spun Ake around in the air. When you see the replay, he has got to the ball with so much force. It went in off the bar like a shot, bruv.
Yeah,
He was winning that header.
There's
Nothing was
nothing you can do about
Nah,
that. Though,
nothing.
as well.
Determination.
Well, the only thing I would say to you is, if I could, what they call it the scan now, but if you just look behind him, because he
But
was.
what do you do? So you've looked behind you.
He's probably
What
already
do you
done
do?
that and seen how far
Yeah,
Kulusevski is.
Well, you know when
he's
you're
got a full run up. He's
Yeah.
got the pace. He's got the
No,
momentum.
I agree. But you know, part of it is the element of surprise, because you didn't know he was there. It takes you by surprise. Even the way he was spun round, I think if you see him, you might
Make
take a
him know
step
you're
back,
make him know you're there.
maybe
innit?
jump
Like,
a bit earlier. You might forget the ball. You might,
Yeah,
do
you have to.
something.
You have to do that.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
have to literally forget the ball and try and block him off.
Exactly. But he had no
Act like
idea
you're
he was
jumping
there.
for the ball and jump into him.
Ah,
or
yeah,
something.
yeah.
He has just steamed Alan Shearer style,
yeah.
and he's
Run right through him.
bruv, right straight through him, bruv. Straight through
Yeah.
him.
He's not someone you expect to score that kind of header. innit?
Nah,
Like,
bro. But,
And that's probably what it is. 'Cause like you said, like T said, he's probably had a scan, seen how far he is, and then
I need to watch the replay again, but I feel like I didn't see him turn around once. And I think that's what he's going to get hotted.
You never
on.
know. He probably
Maybe.
Sometimes it's quick. Sometimes it's quick, but sometimes to your point, it might not be. You're
Yeah.
right.
It was a
might
good
not
cross though. Like
It
it's
was
a
a
cross
really
where you
good
want it
cross.
in the right area.
And it's easy to say now that he scored it. But you know when he started running, he just went straight for it. Yeah, no one had a chance. Keeper, no chance.
But
Ake, no
just
chance.
remember how quick it is as well.
Yeah, no, 100%.
It's like that, innit?
Yeah.
The ball's coming in. You need to make that decision straight away. And if you don't, or hesitate, oh shit, boom,
That's
done.
it, finished.
It's over.
So, what do you think that win does? I mean, not win. That draw does for Spurs.
Nothing.
it's massive. For
I
them.
don't think so.
It's massive.
I don't.
Considering you lose 3 on the bounce after such a good start, and everyone's predicting you to lose this game, especially because they still got injuries. I think Basuma came back to me.
Mhm. Away as well.
Yeah,
Away as well.
Away like the champions. No one expected them to win. Scoring a 90th minute winner, I think it
Equaliser.
90th minute equaliser.
Might as well.
I think
It might as well be
yeah.
a winner.
Yeah.
It feels
think it
like
will-
a win.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I think they'll go into the next game with a bit of a spring in their step, to be honest. Like, I'm not going to lie. And even if you go back to the Spurs game, the Villa game, they could have been 2 or 3 up before Villa scored their first goal. So,
And it could have been even worse because, controversially,
yes.
whew,
This was bad.
so Haaland's picked up the ball. He's been fouled, but he's Haaland. He just got up, carried on, and he's played Jack Grealish in over the top. Jack Grealish is through on goal. Do you want to guess what happens?
Offside.
Ref pulls it back. Didn't play advantage.
And the
Now-
advantage had been given.
Bro.
Yeah.
He gave
Bro.
the advantage. So he's on the centre circle, around the centre circle. He gets hit from kind of the side or whatever. He stumbles. He don't drop on the floor. Like stumbles.
Mm.
Carries
You know when
on.
someone just trips
Carries
you?
on.
Yeah, carries
Carries
on.
on. Boom. It's first contact with the ball is the pass.
Oh,
It drops over to Grealish.
Nice.
Yeah.
Did he control
He's
the ball? Do you guys remember?
I
I
can't
don't know
remember
if
if
he
he did.
controlled it before the thing, but
All right,
it looked like he did.
Can
He
I
was
shoot the
straight
ref some
through
bell?
anyway.
Can I shoot the ref just a little bit?
I think he
Yeah.
was through before he whistled.
Because then if he doesn't control it and it bounces, it looks like it's going to skip away from him, the ref might be like,
You don't leave
getting
it. You don't even.
that.
Why
I
blow?
agree, I'm with you. I'm leaving it.
Mm.
But if he's controlled it and then you blown the whistle, no, you're finished.
Yeah, it's very harsh.
It looked like he controlled it because it looked like he threw.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can't remember if he controlled it, but that and this is 90 something minute.
Yeah, 90 plus. Yeah.
You know,
So, like if
Haaland's giving it. Drogba, it's a disgrace.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
lost
yeah,
it
yeah,
after that.
yeah.
He lost it. He lost
At
it.
the end
He
of the
lost it.
game,
I see him walking offside. Like, it was their free kick still. I see him walking off. No, I don't know. He was
Bruh,
fuming.
yeah, it's fuming. I've never seen like that before.
it was harsh. Though.
Fuming.
It was harsh.
Yeah, it's a big call, bro. It's
That's-
and it's
it's a
again, it's like
massive
we can't have a game now without a mad call from a ref. That like forget VAR and all this stuff. That is just bad refereeing.
Yeah, that is.
All right,
To be
so
fair, he had a really good game up
Did.
until then. I thought the ref did.
Fair.
Like nothing,
But
nothing untoward
that
happened.
ruined it. Though.
But then
For
that
real.
happens, and you're like, ref, sport the game.
has the standard of refereeing dropped all of a sudden this season?
I don't
Or
think it's ever
is
been
it
that
just
good.
because there's a spotlight on it
I
because of VAR and all these rule changes?
They're crumbling
it-
under the pressure, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think it's a bit of both, Isaac. I think it's a bit of both, bro. But
Because I can't remember a season where there's been this much spotlight on refereeing decisions and poor decisions.
And we
And
didn't even
all
know
these
we didn't know
apologies.
the referees' names up until like 4 or 5 years ago.
You
Like
only knew one or two.
Yeah, you knew the big ones,
yeah,
but like
I think it's
we-
because
we
we're
know the most of them.
expecting the right decisions now
Yeah.
with VAR, innit? We're
Mm,
expecting
good shout.
that's it,
Yeah.
100% right
Yeah.
now. Come on, let's get it together. We got it before when you used to say that was a pen and it wasn't a pen, but you're human. That everyone could make a
yeah.
mistake. But now you're looking at it 5 times over,
There's 4
right
man.
there.
Yeah, and we'll
that-
come to the
that
Newcastle
should be
PSG
able to
one.
get it right.
But to T's point, that's what people are saying. There's 4 of you now, not one of you, and there's 4 of you looking at the incident. It's not like
Over
before
and
where the
over
linesman's
again.
over there. I can't help you, or you know.
You think
So-
that's unrealistic then? What T said.
I
I think
think
it's spot on. What do you think?
I think I don't think it's unrealistic to expect that more decisions will be correct. And there's probably a stat somewhere that says, okay, we've looked at all this time, so VAR is getting more decisions right than they
more
were
decisions
before.
right or fewer mistakes.
But it depends what you're looking at, though, innit? Because
Yeah.
there's only 2
Yes.
things that are subjective.
Good
So
question.
that are not subjective. Sorry. So like offside shouldn't really be subjective. You're either in
I
front
agree.
or not.
Goal.
And then goal, the referee's got the thing on his arm, so you know when it's a goal. But everything else, in terms of fouls and
So you
that,
think they should
it's all
scale back?
subjective.
Do you think they should scale it back a bit on what they should get involved in? They're saying they want to get involved with more stuff. No.
Yeah, they
But
should.
do you
A
think
lot-
they should scale it back?
Yeah, a lot of it should just be if the referee hasn't given it,
Let it go.
let it go. And then if you can't review it,
Unless it's absolutely blatant.
But
Unless it's
but then now,
absolutely
but who
blatant.
decides what's blatant?
yeah, that's
I'm saying if okay, let's say a penalty decision,
Mm,
if there's no contact, then you say to the ref, there was no contact.
yeah.
If there was contact and it looks harsh, it looks, just leave it to the ref. I think.
So
That's what I
you think
think.
it should be more of a consultancy thing, and then the ref decides to use it or not? Because now VAR tells you, Terrell, go and look at the
Yeah, I
screen, and
don't
if you
think-
say no, it's techie.
No,
so you,
no,
say,
no.
you should be more
I feel like
consulted.
if the ref gets told to go to the VAR,
Mm.
he should go to the VAR. But I think it should be like a definite thing. Like you gave a
Yeah.
penalty, but he went through and he dived.
You know what I feel? I agree with you, but I think let me think this through. I think it should almost be like a consultation service. So just give the ref what we all have at home. Because before the ref didn't have the luxury of a replay or whatever. So actually, and I know they tried to do this with this obvious error thing, but again, that's open to interpretation.
Mm.
Just let them almost give a running comment and say, listen, that came off the other guy's foot, you know? All right, cheers. You know what I mean? Just do that. Just give him another pair of eyes and just keep doing that. And then he's still the boss. But it doesn't feel like that at the moment. It still feels like actually VAR can tell the ref what to do.
yeah, it feels
And
like they're re-reffing the game. at a
Yeah.
certain point, doesn't
And I think it should just be another set of eyes, another set
So
of
do
screens
you,
of
do you
eyes.
think so? That same thing, yeah.
Mm.
So they don't tell him to actually go to the VAR, but they say what they see
Exactly.
and say if you want to go over to the monitor, go over to the monitor.
it? Yeah.
But we did see that there was no contact
Yeah.
on that.
Yeah.
on
Because
that-
if they
for
say
that
go to the
penalty.
monitor, I don't think he can say no. I think he has to go and then
It's
say
kind of like they're
No, wait,
saying
and
you've
then
got
say
it wrong.
yes or no.
But early
whether-
on, did we have someone that said no? And it was so peak.
No, I think that was the
no
first
ref has
person
ever said those
who
things.
the
stuck
first
to
ref to
stick to their decision and was
and
like,
said, nah, still not.
Yeah, still not giving it or whatever.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I think they have to go anyway. But,
Yeah. So I agree. I think we should. VAR should just be another set of eyes for you.
Mm.
You know,
Yeah.
You're on the pitch. You might not see some of the angles a bit crazy. This is what happened. We've seen 4 or 5 angles. This is what happens. What do you want to do with this information?
Yeah.
Run it on the screen for me. Okay, thanks. I didn't see that, so I'll give it this way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just let it be. But he's still the boss, and we're just helping you with the replays and stuff, rather than you're on the pitch by yourself, and everybody who can replay it 42 different angles can then tell you you're wrong. So, I think that's how VAR should be, and they should just take away that unforced error and everything. Like you say, that isn't blatant. You can use common sense. So if it's a contentious tackle, just tell him in his ear, and then he will decide what to do with it. I think that's what we
Do you
should
think?
do.
I don't want to keep saying it. I know we got other games to review, but do you think with the current model that referees are becoming lazy or hiding behind, like you said at one point, you said they're crumbling or they're just kind of like
leaving it to the VAR.
Yeah,
like,
or just
fine,
kind of-
gonna give a.
I think
decision.
they're insecure.
I think that's the kind of
They're
angle I was
second
going.
doubting themselves, bro.
Yeah,
I think,
yeah.
I think and that's why I use that phrase of let them be the boss again.
Mm.
You know?
Yeah, and
That's
a lot
my
of times they can just be like, "Well, I made a decision. The ref changed it. The VAR changed it, so it's on VAR." Because a lot of the times, when we know who's in the VAR in it, it's because X, Y, Z made a mistake.
Yeah.
So you'd be like, "Well, it wasn't me. VAR gave it."
So the ref can kind of shirk away from
Yeah.
any kind of
responsibility.
yeah.
exactly,
Yeah.
and then just say, and then all the vitriol goes to everyone in the VAR.
Yeah.
room.
Well, and also I don't want to make a decision, and then every time I make a decision, man's like, go to the screen or do whatever. And I think other things haven't helped as well, as like when that ref came out and said he didn't say he helped out his mate, but that's the way it came about. Oh, he'd already had enough, rare. And then, so I didn't send him to the VAR. Stuff like that doesn't help, you know?
Yeah.
But I'm not going to lie, no one said it. But I heard him when he said that. I heard him.
Yeah.
We worked together with colleagues. It's been a tough one. No, I don't need to send Isaac to VAR for that one, man. It's cool, man. It's cool. I hear him. He's human. They're human. They're colleagues. They're friends. They're human. It's not like you're cheating or anything. So anyway, what does that do for the league table? So round 14, City on 30 points, Liverpool on 31 points, Arsenal on 33 points. We're a third of the way through the season and it's getting a little tasty.
City got a game in hand as well.
Who?
City.
Not
Yeah.
them.
Everyone played 14.
Everyone's played 14.
What was I looking at earlier?
Yeah.
Refresh your app, bro.
On City, I think they're
Yeah, I think that's probably where it was. I just needed to refresh that. I was looking at it, I was thinking, oh man, they've got a game.
City's fear factor. I think it's gone, man.
Ah,
If you look at like
no.
they conceded 4 against Chelsea.
I did want to talk about that. They're
We-
defending.
Yeah, we scored there, stopped their winning run.
Mm.
They've conceded 3. Like that's what's that?
You
8
think
goals in 3 games.
You think it's fear factor, or do you just think, like T said earlier, it's a different City? They're not the same.
But I think it's that they both feed into each other in it because they're not.
The same city.
same city.
Mm.
More teams are going there and we're like, oh, I'm gonna have a go, like kind of thing.
So I don't. You can still have one without. You can still have the fear, and not be the same team. It's like
Yeah.
living off reputation.
You get a fear for a different reason. Yeah, okay, fine. Yeah.
It's like living off reputation.
Mm,
If everyone knows, right, this City team is nuts, right?
mm.
And so everyone's hyping themselves up, and then you turn up, and it's like you walk in the door, and it's not the same City. You go, oh, actually,
But
Do
I
you
think
understand
people
what
are
I'm
seeing
saying?
that from afar, innit? It's like,
I think you got a bit
If-
early, man.
nah, I don't think I have, man. Like,
I'll talk in Jan.
I'm putting the cap
But we
on.
do this on City every
Yeah.
day, every season.
I didn't last year.
They're
I
not
didn't
usually
last
top
year.
this season.
they,
At this point,
always have a
And
slow
then, bruv,
start.
they just come with their
I'm-
stupid runs.
I'm just
KDB's still got to come back.
Yeah, I'm just seeing things and I'm just like,
Is he coming back this season?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's coming back
it'll be the latter part
either
of the
later this month or early Jan.
yeah, January. So.
Exactly. And let Doku actually settle into the league. Like, listen, I'm not saying anything. I've been there before, mate. We've been there before. We're not doing.
Remember, like they've played Arsenal, lost, drew with Liverpool, drew with Chelsea, drew with Tottenham.
Mm.
I think at the big teams they've only beaten Man United and Newcastle.
Yeah.
And
So
Newcastle
you consider Man United a big team?
on paper, innit? Like
On which paper?
previous paper. Previous test
I wanna
paper,
know-
innit?
I wanna-
previous test paper.
I want to
like.
know when that paper was printed, bro.
Right.
So yeah, like, and they're normally games where, especially at home, where they're picking up the points. So I just think
I hear you, but all I will ask is, do these games matter? They are only 3 points behind Arsenal.
Who?
Man City.
Oh,
No, they all matter. Like obviously, earlier in the season, you played them.
Right.
Like I said, our draw with them last week didn't really shape how the title was going to go. But when you play like the reverse fixtures, it could
And
come
that's,
into
for me,
hand.
that's when it matters. So, Man City losing to Arsenal mattered more for Arsenal than Man City, if you ask me. Right? Like, at that point of the season. So, I hope you're right. I'm not trying to dissuade you. I hope you're right. But we've been there before. And I'm not even just talking about Arsenal. Like, Man City, time and time again.
They're capable, but I'm not.
Yeah, so let's see. All right, let's move on to Liverpool versus Fulham. Skin of your teeth. I think I'll call this one. Skin of your teeth.
Hey,
Mate.
we love a 4-3, innit?
Well,
What did Klopp call us? Mentality monsters.
Love
We're
a
back.
4-3.
When it was
We're back-
Arsenal
we're
doing
back
those
in that
last minute winners, we weren't mentality.
Yeah,
monsters,
we weren't.
were we, last season?
what kind of mentality lets 3 goals in at home then?
Yeah.
Yeah, but come on, we've got Kelleher in goal.
Oh,
blame
Score
the
four.
keeper.
No matter.
Blame the
If you
keeper.
concede 3 and score 4, it doesn't matter.
Did you see the way the goals went in?
I saw a couple of them.
It does
I
matter.
saw a couple of them.
Nah, not really. Because if you win every game 4-3, you win the league, do you? Don't you?
Well,
Like,
statistically, if you win every game, if you're winning against 4-3, you're not winning the league. That's my point. But okay, give us the rundown on this one, because I'm not gonna lie. At one point, we all thought that Fulham were gonna cause a
yeah, I didn't think it would be as challenging as what it was, to be honest.
But I tell you what, just before you go into it, you know what? You know this extra minutes that we keep playing, yeah? It's changed the way I look at games now. So before, I'd see a team in the lead, 80-something minute, and be like, okay, now,
Man,
have you still
15 minutes
you still
left,
got,
bro.
you still got 10, 12
Yeah,
minutes
remember
to
we
play.
said that early in the season when Tottenham beat Sheffield United and they scored like 97 and 99 to win the game. Trent free kick.
Mate,
Top stuff.
them new
Brilliant.
It must be the boots, mate.
Yeah, if there was a stanchion in goal, stanch. It would
Bro,
have.
that's the kind of marketing you can't pay for, you know.
I'm
Yeah.
telling you.
You get the new boots, he bags one outside the box,
Yeah.
he bags a free kick today.
He got the
I
first-
did that. I
when he
saw that.
first wore
That's
them.
his
Them
like.
Predators, and they've got the raffle for the Predators coming. Listen,
Even
I
Jude,
did that.
he put it on his Insta, said,
Yeah.
It must be the
Adidas,
boots.
what did you put on his boots?
Yes, aye, they are winning right now.
Yeah, you lot are
Winning.
winning.
So yeah, we're dominating the game. Go 1-0 up. Great free kick. And then for their equaliser, Matip gives the ball away. Doesn't really get back in position. I can't remember who played it across to Harry Wilson. I'm going to give Kelleher a bit of credit on this one because Wilson, the pace that he got on it was quite a lot, and it went through Kelleher's legs, innit? So yeah, I give him a little bit of credit on that one. Isaac's not doing it.
Is Matip struggling a bit right now?
No,
Because of the new Trent going into midfield.
No, he
role.
played well. Like none of our defense have really been shaky, to be honest.
He's the one
To
that's
his
pushing
point,
out
yeah.
to the right to meet some of them wingers, and I don't
And that's
see
where
him.
the goal came from.
Yeah,
That's
And
exactly where the
I
goal
don't.
came from.
It looks a bit shaky.
I don't. But how many goals have there been like that? There hasn't been many when Matip's been playing. Like I think, yeah, that happened today, but I don't think it's a bigger issue to be concerned about.
If Trent goes out to that wing, out to whoever
Matip's
crossed it,
there.
I don't think that cross comes in.
But remember, Trent was by Wilson when it went in.
No, he's behind a little.
No,
bit behind him.
because Matip went out, Trent covered in.
Trent,
was- no,
Trent
he was-
went
he
in
looks
and
like- yeah.
forced Matip out there. Because Trent was already central. And it was like Trent didn't want to make the track, so he kind of just tucked in and
Yeah, I don't
Matip
see.
had to
Yeah,
go
I don't
out.
see it being a big issue. I think it's just like an off day, innit? Like teams have them.
Wait, hold on. Because that space in that corner on that side, on Trent's side, it's not an off day. We kind of been talking about it for almost a year now.
Like,
Right.
okay, but how many goals have we conceded from that? Like, I don't.
We'll find out for
I
next
don't know,
episode.
but
but
we could look.
it's been a few still.
We can do the
look.
stats.
We
Yeah, we can do the
check.
stats. But
Don't get me wrong, they're not always Trent's fault, but you know, back fours and defenders is a collective thing. So to your point,
Yeah.
so actually, you know, if we had a choice, we want Trent out there. No, we don't want Matip out there.
Yeah, no, granted,
Yeah.
but Matip and Konate, who play on the right side, they train to cover that, innit? So
I think Konate is more well versed to do
yeah,
the job
But I don't think
than Matip.
Yeah, I don't think Matip's having like a bad season or anything like that.
And the bit we're not talking about is the person who plays in front of Trent, right? Because again, in those systems, somebody then goes and plays like a proxy right back whilst that person's in.
covers.
So when Zinchenko used to come in, Granit used to go and play left back, which
You'd cover.
yeah, and
Yeah.
you have to make sure you don't bloody lose that ball because he's getting smoked. Yeah, so I think that's the point. But Salah's not doing that, right? So he's almost like there's a little bit of a gamble that increased control of the ball
DM.
and that yeah exactly. But then you lose a bit of. So that's what I'm waiting to see. At what point is someone going to get assigned that when he kind of goes in, kind of be proxy, go over there. But you guys are on this overload and Trent more often
Yeah,
than
I
not
don't
doesn't
really
lose the ball when he goes in there.
They care. They don't care.
No,
It's working.
Yeah.
And then
I mean it is Fulham. But all right.
McAllister scores a
Rocket.
potential goal of the season.
Is
I was
it goal
surprised.
of the- is it?
No, it's not goal of the season, but it was
I
very
said
good goal.
potential, but
Yeah,
it
it's
won't
very
be
good
like
goal.
it wasn't a good goal actually, but it was a very good goal. And it's funny. There was like a stat that came out that there's less long shots and long shot goals happening in the last kind of 2-3 seasons.
Yeah, because
And
everyone's trying to do
walk,
City.
walk it in.
Go to the byline, cut it back.
Yeah.
But yeah, it shows like they can still pay off, man. Like, and again, top bins. Like it was good.
So at that point, McAllister scores. It's 2-1 to Liverpool, back in the lead.
Don't get me started.
And then what happens?
Then what happened?
Darwin Nunez happens. Twice.
Go on. Talk to me.
Darwin Nunez came in looking like Bow Wow.
Yeah, he did. Yeah,
Old school Mario.
they might have been too tight.
Someone's
Did
baby
he have
brother.
the- did he have the
Yo.
coloured bits at the end?
I don't know what he was
Oh.
doing.
Salah's put him through.
Mm.
He's all right. He's got a bit of pressure on him on his left shoulder. He smashed it against the crossbar.
Shocking.
Yeah, but we know we're going to get those.
And
those
then,
of
and
them,
then
innit?
what was the other? What was the other chance that he had?
What? He smashed it against the crossbar.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought he didn't blast it over or anything.
No,
Nah,
but then
he should have scored. Yeah, he should have scored.
And then there was another one.
yeah,
You have to help me with this one again. Sitter, bruv, you need to be scoring these chances, man.
yeah.
You need to
his,
be
his
scoring
big chance
these
misses
chances.
are like stats are quite high, but
So does he
He's-
miss those two chances before Tete scores?
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
Can I ask a question? Because you know there was a bit of we got
when Terrell asked me to ask a question, yeah, I know what's coming. Trouble's
No.
coming.
but there was a bit of banter about Jesus saying his strong point ain't the goals and that.
There we go.
But we kind of know as Arsenal fans what he brings to the table. We know he brings a lot to the table. But what does Nunez bring to the table then? Because he don't bring goals, it looks like. So what does he bring to the table?
Does he bring players in?
No, but he might
Yeah,
think
like-
he has to bring goals to the table, innit? That's his game. So if he don't, then what does he do?
yes, his hold up plays there. Like I don't understand. Like if you look at his goal, his GA average,
I'm just shaking my head. So
there's not many strikers in the Prem that have got a better than him.
you see, when I
So-
said my guy, he's honest. He said, "Bro, you know what? I might not be that great in front of goal. That's not my game. Is
Nah,
a
don't do
serious
that.
game,
No,
bro.
I don't want
Yeah,
my
no,
son to say
but-
that, bro.
no,
I don't want my
but
son-
I get
but he
what he's
said
saying.
that after 8 years in
No,
the Premier
but
League.
I get. Listen, relax.
come on.
relax.
It's taken
relax.
him 8 years
Relax.
to come to that
I've
realization.
said- No, they just never asked
know-
him. They just never asked him before. He said, "Bro, that ain't my game.
Nah,
Like,
man.
my
I'll
my,
be honest,
my
yes,
number
8-year
one thing
realization.
ain't goals, and you've seen that.
Hey,
Yeah.
That's
When-
just
was
not
it you? I think it was either that said that in the group. You see when you said that in the group?
Okay.
I just kissed my teeth. I said, shut up, man. He scored one Premier
It's
League
not
goal
great.
a
It's not
season.
nice
Wow.
to hear, but
be happy that games me, boy.
we can see what he does bring now.
Yeah, it's true. And it's annoying that he keeps scoring in the Champions League. Don't Bob score the Prem.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry.
No,
Anyway, so
it's,
he's before.
it's frustrating because there were again, like I'm gonna sound like Keith. There was a stat that came out, but him and Salah have in terms of like assisting and scoring, their GA together is quite high.
Yeah.
I think it's like 15.
You
plus.
would
Well,
want
Salah's
to you
all
would
the
want to you would want to put them together, innit?
Yeah.
You would want to
Yeah.
put
No,
them
but he's
together.
assisting- no,
but
he's
he's
assisting
assisted like
Salah.
7 Salah goals
Yeah.
this season. Like it's
Like,
not like he's not.
All right,
He's
so
like
that's
ineffective.
answering
Yeah, yeah.
Terrell's question. All
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
fine.
so I mean, that's great and all, but big man.
Yeah,
You're
he
the
could
one that's
score,
playing
innit?
centrally. You're the one we need the goal. And do you know what? To my point, I was coming in and saying, we need to see more from Salah, blah, 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 this, that, X, Y, Z. Bruv, the ball comes here. It's Salah that nods it over the defense in free. Bruv, he's through. He just has to slot it and he misses. He scuffs it. And it's
Yeah.
just like,
So guys,
It's like
Bro,
when he's got too
come
much
on.
time.
yeah.
yeah, this is it.
He he doesn't know what to do in it. You can see the cogs working.
Mm.
Where if it's like snapshot,
instinctive.
I have a
Yeah.
counter to that.
then
But the chance last week
Which one?
against City, that was the point. He didn't have much time, and he still flopped his lines. You know what? Don't throw your face. You know what chance.
in the first half. 0-0. Yeah, I'm not saying that's gonna happen every time. Like I'm just saying, like that's
I'm just checking.
Yeah.
It's funny because I saw someone say something. They said when he scores, it's very lucky. It's not like he doesn't score them kind of goals that look like he looks like a serious striker. No, like he's done a move, slapped it in the back of the net.
Yeah.
But when he scores, it looks like raw. Right, you was lucky there.
So I've got a question for you today, because even I've been someone that's like, you know what, Darwin Nunez, he looks like he could be nuts, pace, strength, movement, blah blah blah. He just needs to add some composure to his finishing.
And that's another thing. Sorry, that chaos element is disappeared.
Yeah.
It has, but I think he's a lot better than what he was.
No, I think
last
it had to
season.
disappear. I think he wouldn't have 7 assists if it didn't disappear. I think it had to. That chaos was good, but in the order of things you need him to do, what the chaos was doing is lower than order. Do your assistant.
Yeah.
That's what I think anyway.
Yeah.
But he's 24 years of age now. This is what, his second season at Liverpool?
Yeah.
How long do we give him to refine that part of his game?
But I think it depends what you want in it. Like
Goals.
if
Goes.
no, but
No, because when it's Jesus, it's goals, isn't it? Like that's what you lot were cussing.
No, I know-
you lot
no,
were
no,
saying
no,
it.
but no,
Goals.
hear me out.
And
Yeah,
then
it's
it's
all
goals.
goals.
It's
No,
goals.
but hear me out. Like if it got to a point where Salah's not putting up the numbers that Salah's putting up,
Nah,
Then-
bro.
no,
I'm not
but
hearing it.
Well,
Because
okay,
Jesus does his thing. He
No,
might
but-
not bang in goals, but he does his thing in our team.
no, but we're talking.
Saka,
no, but we're talking
Martinelli,
about
Odegaard
Liverpool.
score.
Innit? You're saying how long? If next season
Mm.
Salah is not getting his 20, 30 plus goals a season in all comps,
Yeah.
then we've got to say, right, we need to have a number 9 who is capable of putting up 20 goals
How
a
old is
season.
Salah? How old is he?
31.
31, yeah.
Alright,
So the
do you-
reason
wait,
why-
wait. Do you buy a
reason-
striker? Do you buy a striker? Salah's getting old. Are you going to buy a striker?
No, we don't, because we've got 5
You got-
attackers. We're not going to buy a
So
striker.
you're not going to buy a striker.
Right, so
Nunez,
no,
you're going with it.
So this is my point,
Yeah.
Terrell. So my thing is though, why is it dependent on Salah falling off or not? That wasn't the point. The whole point
Yeah,
of buying
that
him
doesn't
was
make
to
sense.
add. When you guys were most successful, when you won the league and you had
All
Salah
three.
was scoring, and other people were scoring, and Mane was scoring, and Firmino was chipping
Okay,
in,
but,
and.
but what's happening now is that the goals that Mane was getting,
Mm-hmm.
they're being shared across everyone else. So there's no real drop off in terms of the forwards scoring the goals.
No, there's drop off.
There was drop off.
There's drop off.
There's
How
a
is
drop-off.
How is there a drop off?
Who's
There's
your
a
next
drop-off.
highest
In my
scorer
opinion,
after
there's a
Salah?
I think it's Jota.
How many has he got?
Yeah, it's
Maybe
Jota, it's
maybe
Jota.
5.
It's Jota.
So in all comps or league?
Oh, good question.
Might be all comps. But my point is, like, other than the season when Mane got joint top goal scorer, he wasn't up there with Salah's numbers, and neither was Bobby
Nunez
Firmino.
with 4.
So what I'm saying is granted Mane was scoring, but
Nunez
we
and-
only had Mane and Salah scoring goals. They were coming from nowhere else. Now we've got Gakpo scoring. We've got
No one else in your team was scoring goals. Just them two.
the lion's share of the goals was coming
No,
from
they
them
were
two.
scoring the most goals, yeah, but
Until
there
Jota
was still
came in
other
and then
goals.
Jota was contributing.
Yeah.
There's still
No,
other
it
goals.
was them, but I'm saying what now? Okay, Mane's gone,
Yeah.
but we've got Gakpo scoring, we've got Jota scoring, we've got Nunez scoring, now we've got Diaz scoring alongside with
I need to see those stats.
Salah still
Diaz has
scoring goals. So
Diaz has scored 5 goals this season.
all comps.
All comps in
Yeah.
17 games.
Go on. Jota.
Gakpo has scored 6 goals in 17 games.
Yeah.
Nunez has scored 7 in 20. Jota has scored 8 in 17.
that's what I'm
Salah's-
saying. The goals. How many has Martinelli got this season?
No, he
Whoa,
hasn't
whoa,
got
whoa,
many.
whoa, whoa,
He hasn't
whoa,
got
whoa,
many.
whoa,
He
whoa,
hasn't.
but
He
this is-
hasn't.
But
He
this is
hasn't
my
scored a
point.
lot.
Like,
No, but we are
This
saying we need a
season he
striker that
hasn't scored.
scores. We're saying that. That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. That's
yeah,
what I'm saying.
but I'm saying we don't need that right now because those goals are being shared amongst the attackers, and even now our midfielders are scoring goals. Last year, Hendo, Fabinho, and who was the other guy that we got rid of? Keita
Yeah, Naby
and Ox. Between them, I think they scored 4 goals all season.
They didn't
All
play.
of our midfielders
Fam, you
have
just
scored
named
goals already.
2
this
man
season.
that don't play and
Yeah.
another 3
They don't play.
who are the team.
But they were. But
I guess. So
what
no,
I'm
so-
saying, it's been shared.
Your
innit?
guys are playing. The guys that are playing that we just listed there, they're playing. They've all played what?
Okay, let's look
at
at it this
least 17 games.
Let's take it this way, right? For a team that's challenging for the title, right? So let's forget what Salah's doing or not doing, because that's the point I was trying to make. It's meant to be additive, right? So for a team that's trying to win the title, we always say that main striker needs to be scoring 15 plus league goals, 15, 20 league goals.
Mm-hmm.
If Nunez doesn't get close to that, so those sort of numbers, this league, this season, how much longer do we have to wait for the chaos to be a chore? Do you know what I'm saying? Because every year, other people are doing stuff, and I've got the same energy for Jesus. Bro.
Trajectory, by the end of this season, he would have scored more than he did last season, right? So
how
therefore,
many?
I don't know.
I don't want to hear more.
I don't know how many he scored last year, but I'm saying compared to last year to this year, he's on a trajectory to score more goals, right? And if he does that, you give him another season because you think, right, he's going to kick on again. So I don't see why it should be like.
So he scored 9 league goals last season.
And he's on, 4 already this season. So he's on
13,
course.
4 and 13.
He's on course to score more.
So he's on course to score 10 goals this season. 10, 11 goals this season then.
Is that not more?
No, but I gave you a
Is
number.
that okay?
I didn't say more than last season.
No, wait, is that okay?
But
we've...
How much was he? No, wait, how much was he? How much did you spend on him for a 10-goal striker?
70 million.
80.
For a 10-goal a season striker.
Okay, but we're saying...
Origi, you might as well have kept
But the thing is,
Origi.
we're not relying on him. If we were
Origi.
relying on him, I could say what you're saying is making sense.
No, but now
we've
you're
got
just shifting it. Oh,
No,
yeah.
but that's what I said at the start of the conversation.
30 goals a season, so...
No,
But that's what I said at the start of the
What
conversation.
back for me was you said, if Salah drops off, then we'll have to look at it. But I'm thinking, as the football club, surely they're not looking at it like that. They're looking at it as, we had someone else scoring goals with Salah.
Correct. We want him to
Now
score
he's
20,
gone.
15 to 20.
We're going to invest this money so he can now come and be additive to those goals. So whether Salah drops off or not, he was brought in to replace the goals that left. Whether it's been spread around or not, you didn't pay 80 million for him to not be a major contributor goals-wise.
Him not scoring at a 1 in 2 rate is not detrimental to the team or our output right now. So I don't understand, but how can it be detrimental when we're second and we've scored more than most teams in the league?
But no, it might not be. Well, we've just talked about, and we regularly talk about chances that he's had that he didn't put away, and we could probably go and look at his big chance missed stats and all the stuff, right? But the point I'm trying to make is, okay, but 14 games in, but over the course of a season, right? We could probably do some analysis, and if some of those, how important those misses were, if you score some of those goals, maybe you're not second, maybe you're first.
No, you're definitely first. Because
first.
you've lost 1, you've drawn, 4 or 5 or something. 4. Those draws turn into wins. If he's firing how he's supposed to fire, those draws turn into wins.
Yeah, but everyone could do shoulda, woulda, coulda, innit? All I'm saying is...
we all do. That's why we want Jesus to score more goals.
Yeah, but all I'm saying is, it shouldn't be a case of, we need to move him on or expect a certain level at this point. Right now...
Okay, at which point then? And don't
disagree.
make this dependent on Salah. At which point do you look at that 80 million investment, right, and say, we are not getting the output that we should from this player? That's what I'm trying to understand. When is that point? How much bail? Because he would have been signed on a 4 or 5 year contract or something like that. So at the end of the season, he's halfway through his contract, bro. How long do you guys wait?
Yeah, you've spent 80. What are you getting back?
Yeah, but that's dependent on how the team performs, isn't it? Because if
Of
course it is.
His performance.
So if
his performance.
It's not.
Forget the team. His performance is under scrutiny here.
Okay, so if we win the league and he scored 8 goals,
I'm paying
do
you
you think anyone's going
$250
to
a
be
week.
like, he scored 8 goals?
I'm paying you $250 a week. You don't have to score as long as Salah scores. I'll continue to pay you $250. As long as Salah scores, I'll continue playing you up front.
Okay.
You don't score your sitters. You don't score the half chances. Just make sure. I don't know how you're going to make sure that Salah scores,
And
but
Key,
I just pray that the Salah scores every game, and you're all right.
And that's why I turned it around on the individual, because you have to when you're Klopp and the coaching staff, yes, we won the league anyway, it was great. But they will also look at it at an individual level and say, okay, how could this be better? Because you're at the end of the day, you're the aggregate of everyone in it. So if Salah scores 30 and Darwin scores 50, you're even more invincible. You get to your goals easier.
I get that.
So when I look at it as you paid money for him to do certain things, I'm not taking away his assists and all of that. And probably people watching saying, "Oh, this is a little bit polarizing." But I think when we come to strikers, especially when one team in the league has a striker that will on his own score 36, 37, 38 goals, when the rest of us are invested in strikers, bro, you have to come with in my mind. So I can't imagine them saying, "Oh, we won the league. cool. He scored 8 goals,
Mm.
and that's fine. I don't see
And
how
you're looking at
he will
strikers
still
like
be.
Ollie Watkins and them man that's shelling down the place, and you're
Yeah.
thinking, well, we could easily grab Ollie Watkins and bring him to Liverpool.
Or what
We'd be
Son's
happy to
gonna
come
do at Spurs? or
Would
Yeah,
should I fit? Should I think about
I think if
making a shuffle up the deck a
Yeah.
bit? Like,
because you'll do
I-
both
I-
assessments, bro.
So-
Like,
Yeah, I don't think he's being assessed yet. Anyway, like I'm not.
no, but that's
assessing-
what I asked you when. That's
yeah.
what I asked you when. So when
Is-
does it come
No,
to
I said next season.
at the end of next season?
Yeah.
So 3 years in.
man.
Why is
bro,
why is
you
it
know
not
they
3 years
spent
in?
money on this brother, innit? No, seriously, they've spent money on him.
Three years?
No, but I understand.
I think that's generous.
you
I think
can't-
that's
understand
generous.
that.
I think
You
that's
can't.
generous.
But the
Like,
thing is, like, okay, you're saying like 3 years in is harsh, but it's not like his all-round performances haven't been contribute. Like,
I'm not saying they
contribute.
haven't. I agree.
No,
I'm
but,
talking about his
but,
goals.
but I'm not.
Talking about
I'm
his
just not.
goals.
But the thing is, I'm not just looking at goals. And you've got to look at what he brings to the team and what he does. Granted, he's not shedding like 15 league goals.
but
If
what's
he
the
did that,
number
it'd
one
be great.
priority? What's the number one priority for him?
Yeah, it would be
Goals.
goals. But if he's bringing in Salah and giving Salah like 15 assists a season, what's
All right,
what's wrong with
But I
that?
can get someone. I can get someone at a fraction of the price
Mhm.
To
who's
do that.
more effective, who offers something else, and can do that as well.
And to Isaac's
Could-
point, I pay other people to do the assists.
Gakpo, his thing ain't goals, is it? Really? You can pop him up front, and he can lay it off to Salah every now and again.
But
Score
what I'm
goals.
saying, Nunez's assists are there. They're on paper. Like I don't understand. Like you can't take them away from him.
Okay, let me ask a different question then. And look, I'm not saying you're right or wrong. I just think when we look at the game at that level of investment,
That's where the problem
over
comes.
a period of time,
How much
at a
he costs.
team of Liverpool standards,
Mhm.
3 years is a long time to allow him to be scoring
It
single
was
digit.
okay last
Or
year.
low.
You remember you
Wait,
finished
big
where
man,
you finished.
listen, put it this
That
way.
was all right.
Put it this
does
way:
happen, innit?
Bayern Munich paid how much for money?
How much did they pay for him?
They paid 60 million or something.
Mm.
No, it
After-
wasn't that much. It was like 30.
Yeah.
After
Yeah.
one
30.
season. After one season, out the door.
See you later. Bye.
Out the door.
Yeah,
Right.
but that weren't just his
But boy,
performance, was it?
he
No,
must
cool,
start
you-
his eye.
yeah.
All right, you can understand. You can say
But
there's
he
more,
didn't fit. He
but
didn't do what
he
they
didn't
wanted
do
him
it.
to do.
He
and
didn't
that was
come
it,
in and do what they
realistically.
wanted him to do. He didn't put that ball in the
but
back of the
but
net
he
the
should
way
have.
they wanted
Because
to.
he went from a lesser league. He went from a higher league to a lesser league, and then
All right, last one.
Like,
Well,
yeah.
not last one, but I think on this specific topic, I think if we look back at recent winners of the Premiership, right? So the Man Cities, the Liverpools, Chelsea, those are probably the last 3 winners in the last 10 years or something, right?
and Leicester could have
And Leicester,
Yeah.
right? If we look at the people who contributed the goals, who scored the goals, there was more than one person contributing a high number of goals. There was, right?
Mm.
Even the Leicester team, you had Mahrez. Vardy was doing nonsense every week. But you had
Mahrez,
Mahrez.
Vardy, and Okazaki.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, with his sit down, his lie down overhead kick. Yeah. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So that's my point, I guess. I'm thinking about Liverpool's aspirations to win the league. Haaland has come in and shifted the bar. They were bad enough as it was, right? Everyone scored in that bloody team.
Mm.
Yeah. So when you got teams like ours, Arsenal and yours, why I get onto the strikers is because if we don't have as many people scoring as many goals as possible, it just makes it difficult. And even us paying 50 million for him, because of how he plays and the positions he gets into, I want more goals from him because he actually gets in those positions. So that's why I asked the question. When you made that kind of spend, everyone's like, nah, he'll come good, the chaos. But how long does he get given before Klopp says, you know what?
When you're a team that's challenging for
Yeah.
the title,
And
it's not,
Champions League as well.
bro. Those windows are shorter.
I'm giving him another year, innit?
Windows are shorter.
And that's 18 months. I mean, I could be wrong, but I think if he doesn't, if next season he doesn't turn up and he's a 15 to 20
They're
Premier League
hoping he
goals,
comes good. They're still hoping
Yeah.
he comes
yeah,
good.
if he doesn't
This
turn
ain't
up as
the
a
player what
15 to
they
20,
wanted.
15 to
This ain't
20
the player that you
goal.
lot signed for 80 million. That's not like, this isn't the guy that you lot wanted or expected.
Because you got to remember,
Expected
he
more.
slapped 26 at Benfica.
Yeah.
Right?
Does it for Uruguay.
I get what you're saying. The Premier League's much harder. He slapped 26 at Benfica. He's scoring for Uruguay.
Yeah.
What's happening at Liverpool?
One season max, and then you're looking to see
A
the
return.
real deal
Yeah,
now.
you're looking to see
after a season.
or
So if he
signs.
scores 11 more goals this season, you're like, okay,
15.
cool.
15.
Yes, that's 15 Prem goals. You're
I
like,
would
okay,
I would
cool.
give him. I would say, all right, cool. Next season,
Yeah.
he must come firing.
Yeah.
If he does 15, yeah.
Bro, 15 Prem goals is no joke.
Plus the assists, I'll be like, yeah, okay.
That's why the
Cool.
argument I have with the Jesus man, he needs to score 15 goals, Prem goals this season, or it's civil war time, bruv. I'm serious. I'm not having it.
No, I get it. Yeah, I get it. But
Even if we win the league, I'll celebrate and be like,
I think my
he's got a
concern is if it gets to the point where no one else is scoring and his misses are affecting games negatively, then I'll be like, okay,
Fair.
I'm in your camp. But I'm not at that point yet
yeah.
because of
So
the team
you're
position.
okay carrying a passenger.
Yeah, because every team got a passenger relatively, so it's fine. But yeah,
He's
we
not
won.
a passenger though.
we
Not
won.
entirely a passenger. He's
Yeah,
a
I know,
passenger
I
in the
know.
goal scoring element,
Yeah.
but in terms of team play, he's not a passenger.
Yeah, he nodded the ball down for Salah, who set up the winner today. So
See that
Bro,
face? That's how I
yeah,
feel about Jesus.
No, but you see, that's the
Sometimes.
problem though. You see, Jesus, yeah, I could never call him a passenger.
No, never.
Because
fact, he
he
does too
ain't a
much.
passenger.
He's running all over,
He's
up
like
and down the
two
train.
players, how he moves, isn't it? But I look at Jesus like he can never be a clinical striker because if he was,
He doesn't
he
think
would
he
just be. No, he doesn't even think he is. But if he was, he would be the maddest striker ever. Like he would just be the maddest striker you've seen. Like the things he
Well,
does,
you can't have it all. Almost.
you can't. Just like Haaland, he finishes everything, but sometimes does
I'm
nothing.
never gonna
Looks
lie.
like he
That
does
pass he
nothing.
did, that pass he did for Grealish today, I was like, "Oh, do you know you had them?" I said, "Okay."
yeah, but yeah, we digress. We went 3-2 down.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's go back.
Yeah, I think Deco Dober Reeves.
Decado.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
He,
the best.
yeah,
I
I'm
wasn't
quite
gonna
pleased
do that one
myself
still.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was just
Who
gonna
did he
call him-
jump? Who did he
Supercats
out jump?
didn't scan as John said.
Supercats look nuts. Got
Yeah,
done at
like
the
Van
back
Dijk was
post,
like, "What's
mate.
going on, bruv? Like, what's happening?"
So then 90th, 80th minute, they go in front, but again, 80th minute doesn't mean anything these days. You still got 15, 20 minutes to play.
And plus Liverpool had we had all that time for Leno in the first half.
Yeah,
And then in the second half, there was a few lengthy stoppages as well. So we knew there was going to be time.
And then your mate,
Your
Endo.
boy Endo.
I knew this was going to happen. He even admitted himself. I put it in the group
Yeah,
chat.
I
He
saw
said it
it.
himself.
Yeah.
He said the league's harder than I expected.
But Germany to the Prem is no joke, man.
But
It was a good
I
finish,
give
man.
it to him. That finish was
Nice, cultured. as
Maybe
they
it was
say.
Yeah.
frustration, bruv. Sometimes, just
slap it.
Yeah.
That's it.
I'm here, man.
Slap it.
I'm here. Important goal. So that what's that? 3-3, 87th minute. And then what happens? Was it a controversial free kick or was it actually a
No, it was a free kick.
for Trent's goal?
He didn't score a free kick.
No,
No,
that was his
no.
first goal.
What led up to it?
Oh, I missed that.
Led
I
up
missed
to it.
Or was it came for a corner?
I don't know how it happened, but I think it came from a corner or a cross.
Oh,
or
sorry, I was
something
thinking
like
about his
that.
first goal. Yeah,
Okay,
Yeah,
no.
yeah. Like the ball, like the ball broke to him in the edge of the box, and he like just chested it, and then drilled it in.
What, low and hard like they did against City?
No. He's
It's like a half
half
volley.
volley. Like
Yeah.
it's bounced. He's just needed forward, like out of his
Mhm.
Yeah, like
space,
set himself
and
up.
then slapped it. But
Yeah.
I think everyone thought he was gonna go far post,
Yeah.
Yeah,
but
went
he's
near
not.
post.
He's just wrapped it for near post.
Mad.
Ooh, near post. What are we saying? Keeper? Whenever I hear near
Nah,
post, I
he
always
couldn't
ask
stop
keeper.
it.
I always
Um,
ask. Go on,
It's
Isaac.
one of those ones where there was a defender so the keeper's a bit central,
Yeah.
but he's like I said, he's probably thought Trent's gonna try and go far corner, right? So
According to
he's
man.
probably expecting it. There's a defender slightly to his right, off center, and there's a gap in between that defender and another defender, and the ball's just gone right through that gap. And I think the keeper's just gone, oh, last minute, tried to go for it, ball's just already gone past him, mate.
Yeah, and it's
It
interesting as
was,
well.
yeah.
I can't remember what minute Gomez came on, but Gomez went right back.
And Trent went DM.
Trent actually went DM, like he played the end of the game.
Yeah,
Nice.
Cultured centre mid. So
yeah.
So that win keeps you guys in the in the races, 14 games in.
And I liked it though, you know. Sorry, I like Joe Gomez at right back and with Trent in at DM.
yeah, it looked alright.
Gomez looked busy,
You liked
up
him?
and down. I did. He looked busy. He looked good. It wasn't. All right. It wasn't
So
the
who
best,
sits
but
down if Trent starts there and then?
probably Gravenberch at this moment.
Yeah,
Probably.
yeah. Gravenberch started.
So who plays double? You guys don't have. Oh, it'll be Trent and Mac. Alistair, isn't it?
No, it'd be Mac and Sobo
Yeah.
in the middle,
Yeah.
in front, and then Trent.
Just back. Mm.
Because
maybe
Max
that's what
not
we're
a
going to see
DM.
going forward.
He's not a DM.
Yeah, maybe that's what we're going to see going forward. Then maybe.
Yeah, got the option in it. So
Yeah.
it's all good.
All right. Well, unfortunately, you guys have still got 3 points out of that. It's annoying. Not great. Not great. But the soap opera that is Chelsea.
They've done well, mate.
Well, they've done so well. And again, the way their form has gone this season, I wouldn't have put them down as a win against Brighton, right?
Nah.
But Brighton have got some key injuries. The Europe thing, they're still adjusting to it. So actually, if I thought about it logically, then they were kind of there for the picking. And this is where Chelsea's one game
No
a week
Lewis
should be
Dunk.
helping them, right?
Yeah,
No Lewis Dunk. He
No
was
Lewis Dunk.
suspended. First, did you hear that first red card for dissent in about 10 years? Apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah, we said that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For dissent.
In 10 years.
Yeah.
No, but he was going on and on. But it was one of them old school ones because he said whatever he said. Then he walked away. And it's almost like the ref said, no, what did you say?
Yeah, because he put his hand out and apologized. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, bro.
Yeah.
And then the ref like, nah.
No, it was like, no. So it's almost like he walked away and the ref, it's like, it took a while to travel with his brain. And he
The
said,
penny
whoa. Hold on. Come here. Hold it. Come off. So no Lewis Dunk, but yeah, 3-2 win. £100 million worth of midfielder. He scores a couple goals today. I mean, Enzo, man, it's cold. So, Conor Gallagher gets sent off. Oh, this game, look, did anyone see this game?
No.
Because
Nah,
even just from
just
looking,
caught the highlights. But
just looking at the kind of game stats, it looks like it was a bit of a ding dong, as they would
some
say.
good goals in this game as well. Like Fernandez scored a header, made it 1-0. Colwill scored a header. but
He went full tilt.
He just
Celebration.
He just went over the line.
Yep.
And then when the ref checked the watch, it went off. Then he started celebrating, and then he went, "Oh yeah, let me do it."
do
He used
it.
to play for
Brighton,
Brighton, didn't he?
Oh,
He
Yeah.
went full tilt
Yeah,
like
he was-
he was giving it all of
He
that.
went to Brighton on loan though. He wasn't there.
Yeah,
For
he was on
but,
loan.
like, it was
But,
still
I
a
mean,
respect.
Yeah, no, he's
Yeah,
still
exactly.
respecting.
Yeah.
I don't know about that respecting. I know you wouldn't do that. You'd celebrate it.
Yeah. I'm scoring, bro.
Then yeah, Buonanotte scored like a nice curler, made it
Say that again?
2-1.
Buonanotte.
Oh,
I got that one, man. Don't worry, man. Yeah, Gallagher gets sent off for a second yellow. You think Brighton are gonna? My thing is though, De Zerbi and his squad rotation, I think he's doing it too much, man.
I
Like,
think so.
De Zerbi.
yeah, like no growth today, no Matoma, no João Pedro.
So Pedro was there.
No, but he came on.
innit?
Yeah, they all
like,
came
I
on
think-
as subs. They all came on as
I
subs.
think I said it earlier in the season,
Yeah,
man. I
look
think
at
there's
the
too
bench.
much,
Grateful.
I'll
too
see
much
what we
rotation,
do.
man.
See what we do then.
Do you
for
reckon
everyone.
he underestimated Chelsea? For,
Yeah,
Funny
possibly.
Chelsea.
The thing is, we don't know the data he's got because they played on Thursday, didn't they?
Mm.
Europa League.
Yeah.
So you don't know how tired or not, how people
Yeah, he probably
tailed
thought
off.
they could do 20 minutes.
And it was an important fixture,
Yeah.
wasn't it, on Thursday?
Yeah, Billy Gilmore started. Lallana started. Yeah, you're definitely rotating when Lallana started.
And then Milner gave away the penalty. I don't think the ref gave it away. The ref didn't give it. I think it went to VAR. And yeah, like their legs just tangled in it. Like he didn't mean to foul him, but you know when you just tangle up the legs.
And that made it 3-1, didn't it? Yeah.
Enzo scored. But, yeah, Palmer didn't start, which I was quite surprised about.
Did you think it was a pen?
Yeah. It was clumsy. It's just a clumsy challenge. Like he didn't mean to take him out. They just ran into each other.
Mm.
And then he scored this. João Pedro made it 3-2, didn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if I look at the table, Chelsea now, where are they now? They're 10th. It's like that's it now. They're gonna win a couple, lose a couple. I think
They've settled in there.
yeah, mate. Every time I think they push on, they don't. And like I said, I think this season he's got a free hit a bit this season. I think.
I think Chelsea will be a good little. Will come in handy for the guys at the top.
Not to nick points off.
Be handy.
They got Man United on Wednesday. So
Who?
Chelsea, yeah,
Uh-huh.
at Old Trafford. So yeah,
They're gonna come in handy. I don't know. I don't know what the fixtures are like at the end of the season, but trust me, if Chelsea's got either a Liverpool or a City or even an Arsenal, might be a tricky one, mate.
No, yeah, and if they're getting their stride, but I just think mid-table's them now. But I mean, to be fair to them, they're 5 points off Man United. You know, it's not.
No one.
It's not. Huh?
They don't have any of the top three in their last 10 games.
Good. So yeah, maybe I'm wrong, but every time I think they're gonna push on, they're gonna put a bit of run together.
No.
They just
No.
just bounce up and down. I mean, they've lost 5 games, drawn 4, won 5. So that exactly is what I was just saying.
Yeah.
Literally, it's just middling.
Only their second home win of the season as well.
Yeah, crazy, absolutely crazy. All right, cool. Arsenal Wolves. Decent home win. Arsenal 2, Wolves 1. One of those annoying ones where it should have been 2-0, but I'll
Even more, to be honest. I
Yeah,
think you could have
I
first
agree.
half. You could have run away with
Saka
it.
should have
Cleaned
had
up
another
in
one.
the first half.
It was a good slick performance. I think people keep talking about Arsenal's first choice front 5, but Thursday was the first time I think they'd all started together, all of them, and that was
You saw
not
the
Thursday,
difference.
Wednesday. Sorry, Champions League. Yeah, you saw the difference. Even though I think that team they just gave up after a while, man.
Yeah.
Like, they just give up.
Well, it was first half. We scored 5, innit?
Yeah, it was
So-
ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
Who is
And
that
then,
front 5? Was Trossard in it, or was it?
No.
So
Martinelli.
the front 5 is Jesus, Martinelli, Saka, then Odegaard. Yeah, and Trossard. Yeah, Trossard.
Was it Trossard?
Yeah, Trossard started yesterday.
Oh,
No,
but
not
on Wednesday.
yesterday.
Was it Kai
The
for
Wednesday.
Was it Kai
It
for
was
Trossard?
Havertz. It was
Did
Havertz.
have
Oh,
a
okay.
start on Wednesday?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was the front
playing
5.
one in midfield.
Nah.
We can, innit?
when we've got the ball, when we've got the ball,
We
we've got
can,
the ball,
man.
it's peak, innit? Like,
Is Havertz
but-
coming good?
No, but to that point though, it works because Rice is doing again. He's doing
That's what
two
I'm
people's
saying.
jobs.
We can.
He's doing
Rice
2 people's
is
jobs.
A
But I
bad
always
man.
thought, I always thought he would flourish here because when he comes here, he doesn't have to do 2 people's jobs.
Looks
He was
like-
doing that at West Ham because
Nah, he just does it anyway. He's got it in him.
He's crazy. He's
got it in him.
crazy.
He's top class.
Yeah,
I like- I really
he's,
like
he's
him.
retiring early, bro. He's doing too much running. He's retiring early. He's not
Think
playing
so?
at 35. No, bro, these man, you see all these guys now, the amount of football they're playing and running. Yeah, we're not seeing no 39-year-old, 30, no, early. Odegaard's goal. Was it Odegaard that scored the first goal? Second goal.
Saka.
got
That was a
Lovely goal.
lovely move.
One touch.
Some lovely football.
Jesus done well to give it to Tomiyasu though.
Yeah.
Yeah, like his little turn, laid it
It
off.
would be Jesus to give it to somebody else. Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, instead of
He's not on the under there.
Come on.
He's at the
Nah.
start of the
He's everywhere. He
And I
starts
think
it off.
even Tomiyasu recently, he's coming to his
Brilliant.
own.
Just keeping
Yeah, Ben White.
Benny on the bench,
Well,
mate.
Benny Blanco is not touching pitch.
And like, Ben White didn't do anything
Wrong.
bad, didn't it?
Nothing
Like he
wrong.
just
But that's
But that's what we
showing
wanted.
strength.
That's what Tomiyasu was bought for. And for a while, he just seemed a bit shaky, and his injury record wasn't great.
It's just
but,
the injuries.
yeah.
I just
But-
think it was the injuries.
And they're talking to him about a new contract now, some little confidence boost, etc.
Proper player, man.
Didn't know he lost his dad not long ago.
Well
Yeah,
done.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they said that was part of his dip
Mm.
as well.
he struggled. Yeah, he struggled.
His struggles.
it's good that he can play left
Right.
back as well, innit?
Yeah.
Like when I think
Versatile.
when
And
we
centre back.
played
Mhm.
you guys at your ground last season, he locked up Salah pretty well at left back. So
Yeah, and it's obviously when Zinni's defensive frailties are an issue.
yeah.
Just throw on Tomiyasu.
Bro, I'm
there.
telling you something. You lot are lucky that Timber got injured for the season.
Yeah, 100%.
Because that defense.
There's talk that he might be
Ooh.
back soon.
Yeah,
no,
I think
that's-
it's
that's
early
in
next
like
year.
late December, early Jan.
Mm.
He
Bruv,
said he's progressing really well.
that would have been a serious defense. How our defense is looking already is
Mm.
very
It might
good.
upset the balance. you never
This
know.
science
Ah,
these days,
mate.
bro.
We're a family club.
Family club. But yeah, look, another efficient. Saka scores again. I mean, what a season he's
Star
had.
boy.
He's having.
Is Saka world class?
Yes.
I'll tell you then. I think he is, but I just don't have the data for
He
it.
did not hesitate.
Yes.
I'm saying yes, but
Right,
you could
yeah.
challenge me. You could challenge me with the data. Yeah,
Listen,
you could
last
challenge
year,
me.
last
Saka
year,
is world class.
last year,
I'm saying yes, but you could.
last year, you lot would have probably said Rashford was world class.
Never.
Yeah,
Not
last
these
year,
two. Not these
No,
two.
no,
Not these two.
Never.
That's
maybe not you.
That's
Maybe not you
what
two.
I'm saying.
That
No,
was-
I'm
Say
saying
that.
a lot of people would have said Rashford was world class.
Never.
That purple patch, especially that purple patch that he went on, they would have said, "Yep, look, see,
I've never
Rashford's
had it.
world class.
Never had
He's
it.
the best.
Never.
He's better than Sterling. He's better than Saka. He's better than Grealish.
Bro, do you remember when they were
better than-
saying that he was telling Mbappe to come outside?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he
He's on-
patted him on the head.
Those Man United fans should be ashamed of themselves.
I'm telling you,
He's just so streaky.
Saka has been the most
Consistent.
consistent.
Yeah.
I tell you what though, Rashford's numbers are better than I remember though.
Who?
Rashford's.
His numbers.
Yeah, his Prem numbers are better than I remember. I thought they were really, really dire, but they're not. He's got over.
No, I swear he's got.
He's got a couple of seasons.
Who's
where
got
he
more
got
than
7 or
him?
8.
Someone said Benteke.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has.
Yes.
Yes.
Madness.
And
bro.
there's
You know
Similar
Rashford
amount of
hasn't
games.
scored 100 career goals.
That's a madness.
Has he not?
Benteke
No.
has got more
I
than
think Rashford scored 77 or 78 career goals. He hasn't
Yeah.
even scored 100 yet.
77.
I think that. I
Might
think
be
for someone who's
78
playing that long.
That penalty.
Yeah.
Or was that
Anyway,
penalty in the
Grealish
Champions
hasn't
League?
scored 50 career goals yet. That's
What?
mad.
Who?
Grealish hasn't scored 50 career goals yet.
But he's not really a. I don't know, man.
His highest tally in the season is 17.
Who? Rashford.
Rashford in the league alone.
Yep.
He's done that twice. Then he's hit 11 and 10, and then every other season he's been single
numbers.
numbers.
So he's only gone over double digits twice.
4 times.
Oh, okay. Out of
17,
7 seasons.
17,
Okay.
11, 10.
Yeah.
And then everything else has been single.
Yeah, so I thought it was worse than that.
I saw something that
goals in
said
25
that
games.
looked at Saka's numbers and was like, it's the effect of the Ronaldo and Messi thing again, because they're not 20 and 30 goals a season. It's looked at as like, oh, yeah, it's all right.
Yeah, because they're
10
aliens, innit? Yeah.
10 assists and 15 goals. Oh yeah, that's all right. But that's bloody good numbers, bro.
Yeah,
No,
really.
Double digits
Listen.
on both sides, like
Listen.
assist goals and assists every season. Not every season he's done it, but it's,
Is it
it's
Rashford?
gonna. No, Saka. He's done it last season. He's definitely gonna do it this season.
I hear what you're saying about the Ronaldo and Messi effect, but if you go back before that started taking off, strikers were regularly getting 25 plus.
Strikers.
Yeah, but
And
not a striker.
the wingers and like let's say the 10s were getting mad assists. Like Ozil's getting 20 assists a season.
but
and
that's what I'm saying.
all of that sort of thing.
Around that time
Mm.
of it taking off, that's when the games changed. The formation changed, right? From a regular 4-4-2 to 4-3-3.
So you have to score
So-
your meaning.
So
You're
now
saying so.
your wingers are expected to put up numbers.
But are they expected to get 15 a season?
What, wingers?
Yeah.
Salah does.
Well, they might be expected to.
No, it's Salah.
But-
Salah's
Salah's the winger.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
So I think the thing for me was
15
always.
is very good.
Yeah, I know.
I used to
for
say
a
to
winger.
Arsenal fans, look, for me, Saka's done it in the Prem. He's done very well for England at international tournaments, cool, but he hadn't done it in Champions League yet. That was the thing for me. Now,
No, he's
doing
started to
his
do it.
Champions League numbers look good. There's nothing else.
Group
What box
stage.
is it?
He's
Hmm?
on top.
It's
Huh?
group stage.
Yeah,
We've
but
seen-
still,
we've
it
seen
don't
against
matter.
against these
It don't matter,
minnows.
don't matter,
A
don't
group
matter.
stage against these
It don't
minnows.
Still
Them
Champions
Real
League,
Madrid
bro.
and them
Do
lot
it-
have
do it in
minnows
the,
in the group stage every year.
Yeah, but Bellingham's been scoring against Minnows.
That's what I'm
I don't hear
saying.
anyone
Them
saying it's
man-
Minnows, it's
yeah.
Minnows.
Nah, man.
Go on.
Give him
Bellingham
his
scoring
props.
from centre mid.
Oh, here we go.
And he
They're
scored
minnows,
against bigger
bro.
teams. He scored against Real Madrid
You
last
see
year.
how long he
and
took to
whatnot,
figure
yeah.
that? You see how long he...
No, I was waiting for you to finish. I was waiting for you to
No,
finish.
I asked because
I want to see Saka do it in the group in the knockout stage.
I was
Then
asking a question.
then I'll
Oh,
rate
and
it.
and then
you
you
say he needs
say-
to do it in the final.
No, I said not rate it.
Yeah, I was asked a
No.
question, and I just forgot how recent the last World Cup was. So I was like, you've got to do it in another tournament and in a Champions. Oh, I said I forgot. Yeah, but
Because he's done it in the Euros and the World Cup
so
now.
he's done it in Euros and the World Cup. He's doing it in the Champions League. If he can do it in the latter round of the Champions League as well, kind of
So
establish himself.
that will cement it then.
I
Yeah,
think
If
so,
he
yeah.
does it
I
in
think
the
so, yeah.
Like, let's say you come
knockout
up against like a
stages.
Bayern Munich, and like
And he has a
he has a
dope
good game.
game.
Like he don't even have to score, like because a lot of things now is like if you don't
performance,
score,
just performance.
then you haven't
Yeah,
had a
no,
good game. Like
performance,
you
yeah.
can have a good performance without scoring in it. Like, and I think you want to have performances against the higher teams in the Champions League as well.
Because when we look at it, okay, is Jack Grealish world class?
No,
Because theoretically, put it this way: if you're world class, you should be standing out against the minnows, regardless, right?
yeah,
Yeah,
You
to
should
me-
just regularly.
getting into any team.
It
Right.
should be when you come up against the big teams.
Mm.
That's when you can say, right,
Which goes back to our convo before about the Champions League being the Champions League still and etc. No,
Yeah.
I get it. But for me now, he is. But like I said, you can challenge it. Like, so that's why I said end of the season, I think no one is undisputed. He's going to be. And how many world class players are in the England team? Harry, John
You would-
Stones.
you would
I
say
think John Stones is
Bellingham.
world class.
Rice.
what?
You don't think John Stones is world class?
You think John Stones is world class?
What?
It's techie because
World
techie.
class.
I think he.
as a centre back, like
he's
as
world class.
I think he
as
is
a pure
top,
centre
I
back,
think he is top quality.
he is.
I think if the centre back thing, I know what you lot are gonna say, but on the ball, he is world class, man. On
He's
the ball,
world class, bro. All right,
On the
who's
ball.
world class in
I think he is top quality.
who is
yeah, like
who's-
I'm not saying I'm not
No,
discrediting.
I know,
that,
but
like,
let's talk it out. Who are
Kyle Walker. I would say Kyle Walker.
I'd say
Bellingham,
Walker over Stones.
maybe Bellingham.
Easily.
Yeah, I'd say Walker over Stones.
Yeah.
Without a shadow
At
of
right
a
back,
doubt.
yes.
If you
but
have to choose
what-
one, if you have
No,
to choose
just
one
as a-
defender,
you
I'm
said in the
picking
squad.
John Stones, bruv. I'm picking John
no,
Stones.
Kyle Walker's better.
Bruv, you already
Kyle
know about
Walker's
the
the-
Carl
Let's not do
Walker's
this,
the
bruv.
first name on
Yeah,
any
Kyle
England.
Walker. No, it is.
Yeah, that's one of the
Like
win things. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. No. But in that position, whether it's centre back or whatever else he does as a player, who is world class ahead of him?
Right now.
What in the world? You mean?
Yeah, because he said
in
he's
the
not world
world.
class. So who's world class and he isn't? I want to see what the
At
standard is.
centre back.
No. But I think Saliba's a better centre back than
Yeah.
Stones.
100%.
I would say that as well.
And he's not.
But
Yeah,
on
he's
the
not-
ball, no. But on the ball, John Stones
I'm
is
taking Saliba.
he's
over
right at the
Stones
top.
as well.
But both ways, Saliba's
Yeah.
a madman. Defending, tackling,
'Cause when
on
was
the
Jones?
ball, passing.
When was Stones? When's the last time he played as a pure centre back for England? I can't remember last time he played for England as a centre back. Like,
Is that because of
Well,
injury?
Because
though?
that's because of injury. Though.
yeah, but I'm saying like
Did he
I
play for
can't-
the World Cup?
Yeah, but I'm saying
As
has
centre
he whenever he plays with Maguire, has he
Yeah,
had
you
a
don't
When they
better
got
ever
to the
see.
final of
You don't
Euros,
ever
did he play
see him
centre back?
playing.
Has he had a better England career than Maguire?
No,
Is Rudiger
Yes.
world class?
no, he hasn't.
What?
No,
No
he hasn't.
way.
He hasn't.
There's no way.
But I
Stones-
can pull you.
When
I can pull
Stones
you.
I'm
plays-
gonna
I
come
can
back to that one.
When
I can
Stones
pull
plays for
you-
England, you don't see it. Like,
I can
it's
pull
not-
Maguire
and this is
bloopers.
it. Like,
Yeah,
Let's
you don't
pull
see
Stones
him.
bloopers. I can pull the Maguire madnesses at England. We can't do that for Stones.
No, I'm not
No,
saying.
but
he's been
remember how he
consistent.
plays for City is not how he plays for England, and the whole team is different. How how Gareth
Yeah.
tells them to play is different. So
Mm.
when he plays for City, he's playing.
I don't know if
doing
Maguire's
Yeah,
had a
that's
better
my
England
point.
career than John
Bruv,
Stones.
Maguire has had stand-up performances way more
Yeah,
than
for England,
Stones.
Okay,
That's his bread and butter,
I think
innit?
Stones is
Yeah,
there.
he's like Stones is up there, but I don't think he's.
But you
he's
just never
world
told
class.
me who's world class.
Kyle Walker.
No, they don't play the same position.
What do you mean? Who's
but
world
there's not-
class
but
in
generally-
centre-back?
Because so if I tell you someone isn't world, okay, so
But
if I tell
generally
you
it's not
Saka
many-
isn't
No,
world class,
just
yeah,
say that.
I
Say,
can tell you Salah is world class.
But,
That's
Okay,
but
cool.
You
positionally,
understand?
positionally wise, there's not many
But we just said
world class
Saliba.
players
yeah,
at centre back,
yeah.
even at goalkeepers.
Uh-huh.
There's not many world class left backs.
Okay. So
I'm
tell me
saying-
one.
centre-back.
Oh, no,
Centre-back.
no,
No,
I'm
but
trying to
centre-back.
think,
We
I'm
said
trying to think.
Saliba's better than him.
You said world class centre back in my eyes right now.
Virgil.
Virgil's the
No,
only world
Diaz.
class
Diaz.
centre back.
Diaz.
Yeah, Diaz. I think Diaz is better than Stones.
Ruben Diaz.
And we just said Saliba's better than him, so Saliba's world class. Now,
Okay, so
He
Diaz
was
and
world
Van
class now.
Dijk.
no,
No, but
you said no, but we said
we said Saliba's
better than him. So is
He might be a
Saliba
better
world
defender,
class?
but as a player, he's still got to prove. I'm Arsenal fan. He's still got to
So
prove
you're
it,
gonna
bro.
play Stones over Saliba right now?
You wouldn't
Stones
swap,
come
you
to the
wouldn't-
club.
You wouldn't swap Saliba and Stones right now.
Stones,
No,
Stones come in
right now.
January. You would
No,
play
right now.
Saliba.
Right now, that doesn't mean Saliba's
I mean-
already a better player than John Stones.
I think he's a better defender than Stones.
He's a better defender than him, and on the ball he's very good.
Man's
I think-
doing step overs.
Yeah,
in his
he's
third.
fine. He's
Yeah.
all right.
It's techie.
I would say he's
defenders, not
I
making
think-
players
I think
on the
there's an element of-
in the final third.
I think there's definitely an element of people doing what they're doing for a period of time,
Yeah.
right? So I think Saliba's going to be a super world class defender. It's good, but he still has to go on and do it, right? We've had a season of him being the guy, season and a bit,
Yeah.
a season and a third of him being the guy. So I'm not saying he's not going to be.
No, even
But
in
I've seen
France,
John
he was the guy.
Stones do it for City to a treble. I've seen him boss a Champions League final in his position. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen him.
Saliba done it in France as well.
Bro,
Yeah, I think it's
No,
a
but
case
he
of,
did do it in France
Yeah,
as
I think
well. He
we're
was the
done
best
playing
young
just-
I
player.
think
done
it's a
playing
case of being best in your position
Yeah.
and being world class. And I think a lot of people are best in their position, but not many are at a
but
world
if you're
class
best
level.
in your position,
You
how
taking
can you
Rudiger
not be
or
world class?
Johnson?
No, it's not that
Because the
simple. That was my question. Thank you. And everyone
Who,
ignored it.
Rudiger?
Sorry.
Rudiger.
Oh, so I
I don't like that guy, bro. I
I'm
think he's a
really good at
liability.
the-
No,
for
but no,
everybody.
you
he's
taking
world
Rudiger
class.
or yeah, just say.
Ooh, there's an argument. Nah, there's an argument that Rudiger is, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah, you got me there.
it's techie, man.
But I'm taking John Stones though over Rudiger.
What?
I think Rudiger's a I think he's overrated. He's a liability,
My
bro.
God, man.
If you said Alaba, I was waiting for you to say Alaba. No one said it.
Sergio Ramos. No,
I'm not even
Alaba's
a
not
fan
a
of
world class.
Alaba at
He's not a
centre-back.
world. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Not a centre back.
Yeah,
Left
no,
back.
fullback,
Left back.
No, left back.
Fullback, yeah.
Left back.
Ooh, you man are
Centre-back.
harsh.
Left
I
back.
mean, left back.
Yeah.
Sergio Ramos.
Sergio Ramos definitely.
Marquinhos.
100%.
No,
Marquinhos definitely.
Sergio Ramos
100%.
centre back.
Not now, not Ramos now though.
No,
Not
so
Ramos
Sergio
now,
Ramos
but
is-
Ramos. But he's still
that's
playing,
the-
so we
that's
can
the-
say Ramos.
That's
Nah.
He's still playing. We can call on him.
Look what you guys done to him. Like, he showed no world class traits in that game. Nah, man.
Marquinhos.
Thiago Silva.
Yes, Thiago Silva.
Which one? The Chelsea one. Bruv,
He's
that
still
World
doing
Class,
something.
that
He's still
World
doing
Class
something.
expired last season.
He's still doing something.
Last week, if it was last week.
No, but we're asking like
but that's what I'm
No,
saying.
but that's
like,
the levels though.
yeah.
If you look at them
Fair.
as a whole, in like
No, it's a fair challenge.
I
He
think
didn't- it
generally, in football terms, the world class bar has dropped,
yes,
Mm.
I agree.
that's quite sad.
I agree. There's a lot of
Yeah, 'cause we're
mediocrity.
talking about centre back.
There's a lot of
None of
mediocrity
these men
in
were
football.
touching Maldini and Costa Curta and,
No
them,
way.
and them guys. And
You remember
Cannavaro.
every
Yeah.
country, every team had
Yeah, but
top.
these
No,
defenders are
hold
doing
on.
stuff that man couldn't do.
No, stop that.
they were playing against some serious strikers.
Serious
bro.
strikers.
Some
bro.
real,
yeah, the world class.
These were
the world
real
class-
wars, bro.
killers.
No, I think the
Re-
striker thing
Man,
has
like
dropped, definitely.
Batistuta on your back. You don't want none of them Crespo
Yeah,
and
but
them man there.
was this like he carried
Shevchenko.
out the ball and
Nah.
breaking lads?
Yes.
The magicians giving
No,
it to
them
them
man
on
were
their,
called
on their.
Turam.
Yeah.
Wait, look,
Yeah.
Desai.
Turam,
Look at
Turam,
them.
Turam,
You
Turam,
ain't even
Turam.
listen.
Turam.
That's how you could come in here now. You ain't getting the ball off of him. You try to get the ball off of him, man will elbow you in your chest.
No, that's
fam.
a convo in itself we need to have.
Wait.
Do you think the overall game standard has gone down?
100%.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
100%.
In every position, look at the defenders, look at the midfielders.
Okay, so
look
what
at
I would say,
Clarence
What- oh,
Seedorf.
go on, let me-
What I
I'll
would
go
say
on.
is that the world class level has dropped,
Yeah, go
but I
on.
think the
Bottom.
mediocre level
Yes.
has risen.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay, but I
before
like
it
that.
was like 10-1. I think
But in
now
what
it's
way
like
though?
9
But
to-
in what
9 to-
way
no.
has it come up from? Has the bottom come up? Because I think athletic wise,
Yeah.
running wise,
So
playing in systems and stuff like that. Now
there you go.
it's-
Exactly
it's
what he just said.
different.
The systems. So the coaching, the
Yeah.
standard of coaching is better, right? And you've got people at the forefront like Guardiola, who's a high level coach. Mourinho, high level coach. They've come in, they've brought in their systems. So in turn, what happens is you lose the Mavericks, you lose the playmakers, right? The world class
The
players.
Ozils and all
They
that,
go
yeah.
out the door because what happens
you have to
is-
run for 90 minutes.
Exactly.
And man
They
ain't
don't-
running for 90
that
minutes.
the
You're
playmakers style.
Requirement.
mad.
Look,
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
no, but for real. But look,
Hey.
Guardiola came in, Ronaldinho out the door straight
Yeah.
away. I don't care who you are.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is the system. You don't
play
fit
to
in
it
this
how I
system.
want to play. Yeah.
I need you to
And
do
he
this.
partied
If you're not
every
going to do it, out the door. So to Keith's point, yes, and to T's point, the systems have come in. The mediocre level of players has risen, but at a result, at a loss of the Mavericks, the playmakers. We've lost.
All right.
We've lost the players that can
Yeah.
come in and change the game.
Like,
and,
for
and
now,
show something.
For you then, so the last 10, how long did Messi and Cristiano play for? 15 years, yeah?
Yeah, something like that.
So for the last 15 years, we've probably seen the two most productive football players ever. And we still feel the standard of the game has gone down.
100%.
Yeah.
Okay,
So it was
yeah.
only them two
But like
for
I said, the
15
base
years
level,
as well.
Yeah,
Them two was at the top.
And we're not doing that thing that people do when their generation is over. I'm
No.
just checking.
No.
no,
because
not.
I
And
have
think
the same thoughts. I look back at Champions League, like I'll watch them AC Milan, Inter Milan Champions League games, AC Milan, Barcelona, Ronaldinho, all them lot, and I'm like, it's not like this anymore. But I don't
Look
know
at
if
that
that's
AC
me
Milan
being-
team. Do you remember there was a derby, AC Milan Inter? Did you see
I know
both
what you're
teams?
talking about. I watched it the other day.
It's a madness.
Bro, I
Both
watched
teams
I
had
watched
at
the-
least
I watched the
5
whole
world-class
game.
players.
I watched the whole game again the other day.
Madness.
Liverpool versus AC Milan.
yeah,
Bruv, they ripped us off
Madness.
just by looking at that team.
yeah.
No,
and
we
if you
need
look at like the lower level now, someone like Lee Cattermole is not regularly playing in the Premier League this year. That's what I mean. That kind of level has gone up. You look like
Lee Cattermole,
like
you
someone
know.
like Lee Cattermole
Yeah.
is not played in the Premier League for like
I forgot
for 5,
that
6
guy,
years.
You know? No, I'll find him. I'll find him at
James
the
Spears.
field.
No,
or something.
he retired then in the Dutch
No, as
league.
in I'll find the current version of him today.
Oh, okay.
Someone's one or two of them teams have definitely got a leak at Amo.
No.
I just can't think of it off the top of my head.
No, it's not. You
Only
won't even
those
find
teams.
it.
Only
Not even
those
Fulham.
kind of
Technical,
Yeah,
'cause
only
he
those
was
kind
not
of teams.
technical
Luton
at
and that,
all.
will
Yeah,
have,
yeah,
of
yeah,
course,
that's what I'm saying.
Luton will
Yeah.
have
Nah,
that
man, they
kind
will
of
have
player.
someone technically better than Lee Cattermole in their team. Like, like they might not be their decision making might not be there,
Yeah, yeah.
but technically,
No, respect
no
Lee,
no
man.
one like Lee
Man made a
Cattermole.
full Prem career. Respect
Nah,
him.
man, them Jay Spearing.
Nah, man.
Jay Spearing, Jesus
Jay
Christ.
Spearing.
I'm sure
No, but
you man had a like a centre midfielder.
The Nelson.
Well, yeah.
Nah.
Gravison, man, like Thomas Gravison playing at Real Madrid.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
bad
like
boy.
Lee Carsley.
Lee. Oh, mate, these men are not kicking. He's doing well for England now. Big him up, Lee Carsley.
They
But
would
yeah.
not
I
make
saw a
it in
line
today's
today
game.
from Michael Owen. He said, but Michael Owen gets bad stick here, but I like some of his takes in the game. He said, you don't need to be that good to play in the Prem. He said, you need to be top level to be amazing in the Prem.
Mm.
But to play in the Prem and stay there, you don't need to be that good.
I think you do. I think you do now.
Now,
I think now you know. He's.
But I know what
back
he's
in the
saying, though.
days.
I know what he's saying.
He's probably saying the basics.
yeah, like
to
you
get
can play
into
in
the Prem, the
and just
basics
stay and be okay.
It's just
Yeah.
like higher level. You need to
Come
do
off,
everything
get like-
normal, right?
Come off
Yeah.
at the
Every
88th
single
minute.
time.
yeah,
Get a little,
Yeah.
little appearance there. But
That's
yeah,
what he was saying. But that's I still think John Stones is world class. But anyway.
but
So
that's
Saka,
a good conversation.
obviously we're saying he's world class. I think the outsiders could argue it, but I think end of the season, if he carries on with his output now and does that in the Champions League, at the end of the
This
season,
is
come any
what
doubt.
they've been saying year after year
Yeah,
after year.
yep.
If he
yeah.
carries
He does
on,
this-
if he carries
he
on,
does
and
this-
he's
he
been
does
doing
this-
it,
does
and
this.
he's been
done
doing
it
it,
now.
and he's been
So
doing it.
let's see. Let's get him a knockout stage game. Let him score. Let him just play well against one of the top
let him
seeds.
turn up against a big team, and we'll say,
Okay. He turned up against big teams in the Prem, bro. All right. Newcastle by United. Hold on, wait. Let me set up for this.
Ooh. Let me get my notes up.
Let me just. Newcastle 1, Manchester United 0. Now, I just want to refer back. It's a bit early. But I just want to refer back to the Champions League. I mean, the Champions League this week, because you see how that game went. Yeah, I feel like that 90 minutes was a nice small role play of United season. Right? They went 2-0 up. You had Brother Rio in the commentary box getting excited.
this brother.
Yeah. When Bruno slapped the goal top bins, that goal was cold.
No, Rio needs to chill, man.
Garnacho scored again, didn't he? He was like, yeah, this is it. These are the big players. They stand up when it's counted.
Rio is
They
the
score
funniest
in
guy
the
ever.
important moments.
Garnacho, he's the real deal.
Yeah,
He's so hard.
He's the real deal. I said, raw. Okay, all right, Rio. Cool. Anyway,
Another Ollie's at the wheel moment.
Bruv, Bruno, this is what you get from your captain. This is a leader. He's
love
a
the
leader of
one-liner.
men.
But I'm telling you, they need to just stop fans commenting on their own team, bro. When it's Man United playing, bring Michael Owen or bring McManaman.
Nah, it's box office. Leave them.
Bruv,
I love
it's
it.
so funny. And then, of course, Galatasaray come back. 2 of the goals were cold. That last goal to finish.
Yeah.
Mad
That
man.
first touch was mental.
Bruv.
That he bangs it near post. Listen. So that game there is, for me, Man United go up, they're doing well, and then they get brought down back to earth. So anyway, we get to the game yesterday. And of course, Newcastle, they've got their injuries. Everyone's been talking about how Man United were the most informed team in the league. That stat was doing the rounds, blah, blah, blah. I saw stats about Onana having the second best expected goals conceded or whatever nonsense stats they've cooked up this week. But they go to St. James's Park and they lose their 6th game of the Premier League season. They've lost more games than Chelsea,
Wow.
Jesus Christ.
right? So in the first 14 games, they've already lost 6. Is it as bad as everyone is making out?
Yes.
Yeah, it is.
Is it?
Yeah.
I mean, let's look at the
Well,
league table.
me and T debated Daz about this last week,
And I said it.
and
I
we
exactly
said it
what
was
going to happen.
a false dawn because even though they were picking up wins,
Mm,
the performances
damn.
were not there,
Mm.
and it's different between, say, like Liverpool today playing badly and nicking a win. They were just consistently playing badly and just scraping against like lower
We went
teams.
through every result.
Yeah.
No, we went through
Every
every
win.
win. We went through every win and we went scores and it was 1-0.
Yeah,
1-0.
Yeah.
1-0. And this is
2-1.
against
Yeah.
Burnley, Sheffield United, Luton,
The Fulham, yeah.
You wanna-
Fulham.
You want to hear some
Wolves.
jokes? You want to hear some joke? So to your point, Man United's goal difference right now is -1. The team above them, 2 points ahead, Newcastle, their goal difference is 18. Brighton's goal difference is 4. West Ham's is 0 in 9th place. They've only scored 16 goals this season. 16 league goals this season
Yeah, that's mad.
in 14 games. This is a team that has spent £80 million at the striker.
10 games, no goals, no assists.
Has he? Yeah, that's what I was just about to ask you. Has he done any? What has he done?
He's done well in the Champions League. I think he's got 5 goals in the
Forget
Champions
the
League.
Champions League.
Because they're getting knocked out.
They're done in the. We've just explained what happened to them in the Champions League. His Champions League campaign is over.
They were so bad. Like the fullbacks, like Wan-Bissaka and Dallo were just so high up the pitch that they were just pinging balls over the top. And then Gordon and Almiron just had so much space to run into. Like it It was crazy.
Are we going to talk about the elephant in the room?
What? Oh, we get into him. We get into him. So, what do they need to do? Because again,
Get rid of
football,
ATH.
is a funny game because look, I can banter, but they are 5 points off the top four. They're 2 points behind Newcastle. They're 3 points behind Tottenham. Yeah, so I can laugh and whatever, but you can look back in 5 games and it's different. Now we'll talk about what those 5 games are. It's not going to be
we'll
different.
see the 5 games.
What needs to change, or are we just picking on them because they're
Let me
Man
tell you
United?
what needs to change.
Go on.
That team of players, they're criminal. They're a bunch of charlatans. They're criminals.
They're nicking their living.
They're nicking their living. Jadon
That's
Sancho was at
charlatan.
21 Savage after party the day before. He's fine, 350k a week. He's okay.
But I don't blame him.
He
'Cause
doesn't care. No, I
None of
actually
this is
don't
on
blame
him.
him.
I don't blame him because
I actually don't blame him.
you're making me train with the kids.
No,
People
I
are
don't even
bringing
think he's training.
Bro,
I don't even think they're
bringing
trained.
me
Someone
my-
said he hasn't trained.
you wouldn't allow me in the first team facility, so they're bringing me my lunch in
You're not allowed
in
in
a
the canteen,
lunchbox.
So you banned me. You banned me
Bro,
from being
you're bringing my
around.
lunch to my lunchbox. I have to change in a locked changing room because of safeguarding because I'm in the kids facilities.
Yeah, they might teeth my things. Like you're.
Bro,
They're on £50 a week. They might take my
And he's
thing.
put up on a
They
rolling.
might take
Bro,
my
They
thing.
ain't never seen a Richard Millie this close.
Bro, never.
so all of that's happening, and then I'm not allowed to train, and you lot are doing this. I'm going with 21
Bro.
Savage. I'm going.
They're cowards. No, I'm telling you, bruv. How can a team here that have what they made a change in the 90-something minute, innit? Gordon come off 80-something minute or 90-something minute. That team has played they played the Champions League game in Paris.
Yep.
No changes. They played that game and ran them off the park.
Yeah.
Ran far more than them. Wanted everything more than them.
Yep.
How? Like, how does this happen?
And this is a team with a starting lineup of Diogo Dalot, Luke
20-something shots. 20-something shots against them.
Luke Shaw, Harry Maguire, Wan-Bissaka, Mainu, who I hear played okay again.
Yeah.
Bruv,
player.
he's gonna be finished as well. If he doesn't. I would
The
say to
environment
them
he's in.
personally. No, I wouldn't say this, but just my mind's going. But bruv, I just say send me
out.
back to under 21s, bro. Like, big man thing.
Until a new manager
No,
comes in.
because it's long. You're making me look nuts. You're making me look mad. You're making me look mad. I might as well go back to under 21s. I'm cool.
Killing my value, bro.
Bruv,
Funny that
it's
is.
killing me, bro. You're
Scott
killing me.
McTominay, Garnacho, Bruno Fernandes, Marcus Rashford, and Anthony Martial. I'm not gonna lie, bro.
Do you know
Anthony
what's funny?
Martial started your league game. You're
You know what's
not
funny
with
out of that? I swear only one of those was his signing. That's an honour.
it. Yeah, that's true.
Anthony didn't start.
Anthony didn't
Oh,
start. He came on.
So who came on off the bench? Amrabat, Højlund, and Reguilon and Anthony. Yeah.
Yeah. And all of them, man, there, apart from Onana, is his signings.
Yep.
And they can't even get into the first 11.
Hey, is
You
Donny
can't-
van de Beek still there?
Yeah, but he wasn't registered for Champions League.
Yeah.
Like he's there. Like
No, I mean
He's on
the
the
game.
bench.
yeah,
He's on the
he's
bench.
there,
He's on the
he's
bench.
there, but like he's not rating him. And if you're
crazy.
Varane,
How are you not rating a man that you was playing?
Varane's
week
fit.
in, week out?
Varane's been on the bench last 2 games, but he's
Varane's
playing
fit.
short.
Varane
short
can't
centre-back.
get on.
Well,
Varane
he
can't
and
get
Varane
on.
Him and Varane have been at loggerheads.
Yeah, because he said Varane can't play left sided centre back.
Varane said,
These
"You know
man,
who I am?"
bruv,
Champions
League
League
heads
Varane.
don't know what he's
Champions
doing.
League
Varane said,
Varane
"Do you
can't
know
play
who I am?"
Eric Ten Hag doesn't know what he's doing. He's come
Bruv.
from Ajax and thinks he knows everything. He don't know
Bruv.
nothing.
All I'm saying is when I said, yeah,
man.
You got
Look,
Kobe keeping Amrabat. You signed him. What did you
Bruv.
sign him for?
bruv, it's
Bro,
crazy.
even Reguilon. Why sign Reguilon and then not play him?
Why? Whatever his stupid name is. Martial is playing in front of this guy.
I couldn't believe it. No, but Højlund's come back from injury though, to be fair.
Blood, who cares, man? Bruv, this team gets me mad.
Rashford was
This team gets me
screaming to
mad.
play out wide on the left.
He's a fool. He don't know how to
He
play.
don't-
Nowhere. He don't know how to play until his contract's coming
Bruv,
to an
we
end.
need to talk about
That's
that.
the only
you know?
time he knows when
When
to
it's
play
contract
football.
time, Rashford turns into a beast. And then he's got the contract now.
I'm sorry, but I'd find issues with that. You know, if you do that once, cool, whatever. As long as you have a consistent level, I don't care if you drop like maybe 25%, but you can still
I
consistent.
know
right?
there was like a fallout.
If you do this again and then you drop back 75%.
Bruv, it's mad. Look
big
at
man.
Salah.
The next contract, you're out the door.
Salah,
Kept it up.
they said, bruv, big man, we're giving you the bag. Mane has to go. We're giving you the bag.
And he was like, no
you better
problem.
turn up. No problem. Just give me the bag though. And then no problem. Went back to his thing.
But the thing is, like, other than the party incident, Rashford's getting a lot of grace from media for these performances, man. Like, no one's really on him. And I think it's time to be like, bruv.
You're saying he bought
he's
credit with
27 now, innit?
he bought credit with feeding the kids.
Yeah, bruv, it looks like it, but
I don't think so. I'm trying to find out what his last contract bit was because in my mind, the last time he pulled up trees, there was a contract due.
Yeah.
When it last season.
Last season.
No, but before that, he did it again before that, but before his last
Maybe
contract.
that was his last 17 goals season.
Yeah.
Well,
His last
probably.
17 goal season, yeah.
Because-
He's only done 2. That's when the contract's up.
Yeah, that was 2019, 2020.
Yeah.
But you know what, yeah? Let me be real. Rashford's my brother. You get me? No, seriously. Because I can't knock a hustler. I can never knock a hustler.
Oh my
If
God.
that's what you're doing, more power to you, bro.
and the thing is, like,
Because
after every game, there's
that's
like a
it.
fail comp. Rashford's best bits, and it's just like him dribbling the ball off
Bro,
the
I
pitch.
can never,
Wow.
I
And some
can
of them
never
are
disrespect a hustler that's getting the bag. He got the
Bro.
bag.
Bro. And Rashford used to be pretty reserved off the pitch. And it's almost like this has coincided with him becoming a little bit more visible off the pitch, doing his thing, living his life. Fair play to him, but on the pitch, nah, he's not. I don't think
You can never-
he's reached his potential.
You can never be mad at
No.
a man for living his life and doing what he
Never.
does. But big man, don't be. Listen, when they start using it against you,
Yeah.
and you're not performing,
And he'll
I'm
become an
surprised.
easy target as well. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Like,
I
Now,
don't
people
think
say-
anyone cares anymore, you know. There's too much money in this. You can chat about me all you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't even
No,
matter.
this is what I said about Jadon Sancho. I said, listen, that one of the reasons as well why these players need to get paid when they get paid is because when you now want to take the piss with me, you have a deterrent. You know, it's going to cost you.
Yeah.
Mm.
So you can say what you want to say about Sancho, whatever, but when you decided to give him that contract, whatever you want to do now is costing you. I would argue it's costing you more than it's costing him. Right? Even if you take the career view or whatever, that contract he signed, if the numbers are correct, that contract's worth about 60 million quid to him. But you can talk about the love of the game, blah, blah. Listen, we're talking 50, 60 million quid here.
Bro, my kids.
Come
are
on,
good.
man.
Yeah.
Like, it gets to a point where
Cool, man.
you perceive you lot taking the piss with me. Oh, you pay me. Pay me for it. So, I mean, look, Rashford, let's be back. This is the counter argument, yeah? He's only 26, right? Like, a lot of the discourse around him now is almost like man's writing him off as a top level player. But what I say to people is because of the narrative around him, he burst on the scene to borrow Mika Rich's terminology, he's always been heralded as a top player in this league and at England. And some people don't feel like he's always justified it, you know? But he still is only 26. He could turn around and have 2 or 3 stellar seasons again, and his career will be seen as a success. It's unlikely. Well, I don't know what's likely, but that's the only other thing I would say. He's 26.
I just think
Just
he's
turned
done
as
it.
well.
I think he's done it. Like he's broke through.
Mm.
We've had them big contracts. He's had a couple good seasons. He's got to the end of the line where it's like, I've got the ultimate contract now. Probably can, if Saudi's around in a couple years, I can go Saudi.
The
Like,
contract's still
I've actually
28.
completed. I've completed like what I've needed to complete.
Chilling.
There's no.
Chilling.
Yeah.
That contract takes him till he's 30.
Chilling.
Yeah, it's calm, man.
Chilling.
I'm calm.
Chilling.
Unless you bring in a serious manager that can really get something out of me, like that can push me,
Mm.
and I can see something, and I think, you know what? Yeah, I've got everything, but now I actually want to come in and train, and I want to actually let's get the Prem again, or let's get Man United back to, because there's no more of an incentive for me. He's from Manchester, innit?
Yeah.
To want Manchester to be back up to
Bro,
where they were again. Like,
and
what
someone
more
said that-
incentive do you need?
someone said that in the football group, and they said he's not even putting in the effort for his hometown club.
Mad.
You know, and I never thought about that before, but it's true. He's been at Man United since he was a kid. He's supported by United.
Mad.
It's a
He's
dream to play
playing
for.
like he got
There's no
some
real-
off-field worries.
Do you
Like,
know
I'm not
what
gonna
they
lie.
need? They need a local lad, a local leader, right? They
You
need
said-
someone.
They need like a Rooney. They didn't have a Rooney.
No,
They need
not
Manchester
even a
version of
Rooney. No,
So,
not
do
even
you
a
think if
Rooney.
he
They
ain't got-
need. They need someone
Roy
who's
Keane,
gonna
mate.
come in like a Roy Keane
That's
on a
who
Roy
they
Keane
need.
tip. and pull everyone up. Fernandes is trying it, but the talk is that they don't rate him.
They don't rate
They
him.
don't
But
rate
I
him.
think he's like a moany.
Would you rate him?
He's a moany kind of guy.
You need someone that's going to come in
You think
and just
Rashford
say,
should have been given the captaincy?
no
way.
way.
Why is that?
No, but but he's asking from a motivational point of view.
Yeah,
To the points you both made.
because that shows a bit of trust, innit? Like,
Nah.
of all these established guys that we've got here, we want you to be the guy to kind of carry us forward. You know what it means to the club.
Yeah.
You're local.
It's a risk though. It's risky, but I see what you're saying,
like a bit
Okay.
like Reece James, isn't it?
So
Kind
I'll
of
give
thing.
you an example, right? Look at Trent, local lad, right? He burst on the scene same way Trent did. I mean, Rashford did. Slotted straight into the team from early, kept his place, but he was consistent, right? There was no up or down or the contracts come, let me move mad. It was consistency, and it's always been about what
He loves the club.
It's
You
always
can
been
tell.
about what the club means to him and what he means to the club. With Rashford, he burst on the scene. Yeah, he was young. He was up and coming. Played for his contract, but it's never been about. Look at me. I'm Marcus Rashford. I'm a hometown hero. I'm playing for the club I love. I've loved this team since young. Look at the performances.
Yeah,
He's never really. You've never got that vibe.
Maybe he's not that way inclined, but I think
So that's why I wouldn't have given the captaincy. It's like,
Okay.
I've never looked at you like a hometown lad that's gonna take the mantle and lead the team back to glory days.
Yeah, you're right. When players like him coming from the youth team, coming to the team, and they're around for a while, you can see, he's going to be a one club man. Let's be honest, right? He's going to finish his career there.
No, I doubt
You
it.
think?
I think they're shipping him out.
I think so.
I think
They can
back
cash
Ten
in
Hag-
on him. They can cash in. They can get something for him.
Bruv,
No,
no
it's
one,
around
they
now.
would. Yeah, if
no
they're
one,
smart, they'll get
no
something
one
for
is
it.
paying those wages. And if you're him, are you taking a pay cut to go anywhere?
free
Well,
time
this is
for
so it's a fork in the road, right? Either United let that contract run out and then they say thanks but no thanks,
Yeah, and then he's 30 at that point.
or they try and offload him.
And I think these young lot earning this money, I don't think they're doing the whole playing to their 30. Bro, he will finish playing at 30 and be worth 9 figures probably.
Yeah,
Are you not
easily.
playing? This contract ends, he's like, later, I'm going to America. I'm going to chill. I'm going to do the rapper lifestyle every day or wherever it is. So yeah.
Well, big up Newcastle though. For the
Yeah.
game.
No. I think, maybe Trippier's video with the fan fired them up. I don't know. I still think it was silly, but they are showing a certain level of
Why?
resilience.
What's silly about that?
I just thought it's like, I saw it and I just thought, what are you doing, bruv?
Why though? You see, bro. You get annoyed.
I know, but it was.
So my issue was not that he confronted him. The excuse. I thought he made an excuse.
Look how many injuries he got. Look how many injuries he got.
No, but
I
it's
was
pretty-
no,
mate,
he's alright.
come on,
But
man.
they do have injuries.
I get that
Yeah.
bit where you're trying to pass kind of like, come on, we've got injuries, so what do you expect?
Yeah.
Kind of thing. But
I don't mind him confronting the fan. I don't mind that bit.
Alright.
It was just about, look how many injuries he got. Look how many. I was just like, here, brother, allow it. Bro.
No, but he was saying
because if you win,
he said
you're not gonna be saying that.
He said, "What did he say?" He said, "What do you think we're not trying, or we think
Yeah,
we're not
yeah,
doing?"
yeah.
And look how many injuries we
Yeah.
have. So we are trying. If we lose, we lose. If we
Mm.
win, we win. Like, it is what it is. It's football, innit? But it's not like we're not trying.
You know what it was? It was the week after Daz had, like, again, I don't go to away games that often, especially the outside of London. But when Daz has explained, you take a day off work, these fans had traveled far. So if they're frustrated and all that a little bit, bro, just empathize with them a little bit. Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
but sometimes there's, you can kind of reason with him. Oh yeah, okay, cool. But sometimes you're pissed off as well, man.
no, I
Like,
get it. But yeah, I think well done to Newcastle. I had doubts about second season syndrome and all of that, but they might not go through the Champions League. But I think they've given themselves a decent account there. They had 13 injuries at one point. I think when I looked last week or the week before, and yeah, they've taken the points off Man United. They're hanging in there at sixth, so near the top of the table. I don't think they'll get in Champions League again this season, but you never know. And they're here to stay, man.
they've
I
got a
think
chance.
Yeah, I think they're here to stay. I think they still haven't done mad transfer. They haven't done mad transfer work yet. They've not nothing crazy. Lots of maybe Tonali was the mad
Little
one.
splash.
Yeah,
Isaac, the little
and
splash.
that's
Isaac.
gonna come out. But even Isak, what was that? 50 mil,
something like that.
Yeah,
50,
so
60.
I think they still haven't tapped into that elite
haven't done
pool player yet,
100.
and that's still to come. So fair play to them. All right, I think coming up this week, we've got some more midweek games. And lastly, very much on Newcastle Champions League, that VAR piece with PSG last minute. Referee says it's not a penalty,
Crushed them.
and then VAR picks it up and says, "You want to have a go?" Look, goes to the screen and then says it is a penalty. Even though there were rules that came in earlier this year that says if the ball ricochets off your body and hits your arm, it's not a handball.
And UEFA reiterated those rules the day after.
That doesn't make sense. That the VAR would tell him to go to the screen, and it's been said that isn't. I don't understand.
So obvious.
That VAR would actually tell him, "No, go to the thing."
So they were a decision away from almost basically being nailed on to go through to now it's not entirely in their hands. And this is where the decisions start to affect clubs, people's pockets, because that's an entirely wrong decision. But yes, an eventful day in the Prem, eventful weekend in the Prem. I think it's been another good weekend for Arsenal.
Lovely weekend.
Got the right draws where we needed them. We could have done with a Liverpool Fulham draw, but hey ho. So yeah, as always, please like, subscribe, and share. And we will be back next week.
Peace.